Is it camera? I think the camera might be. I don't know if it's blurry. Is it blurry to you?
I can't tell. I don't think so.
Might be. I don't know.
I always got overstream.
Yeah.
You always gotta look at the sales first. You know, just scroll through them bitches just to see what the fuck they got. You never know. But usually what happens is you got the game. This game fucking flames.
Hotline Miami?
Hotline Miami.
That game is really good.
Anyway, so how are you feeling?
Good.
Feeling good?
Fucking tired.
I don't know what the fuck to play, honestly. I'm thinking.
Play Nio.
Neo? Alright. So, I want to reveal some of these things to you on the stream. Went to a place called Lolly and Pop.
It's you mean the lolly.
Right, so I went to this place called Lolly and Pop, and what they do is they sell a lot of sweets. And it's just like a bunch of fucking sweets. And it's actually pretty cool. The store's pretty cool. It's set up. They even have sweets with alcohol in it and shit like that. So the first thing I got from here, a little thing you like to call sriracha popcorn.
Damn, I just saw it.
What?
Okay, there we go. This should be more live then.
Alright, sriracha popcorn, right? How you feeling? How you feeling about that?
Sriracha's alright. I don't really fuck with popcorn that much.
Alright, so this is sriracha popcorn.
Is that Korean or like Japanese?
Sriracha? That's Taiwanese.
Someone call my name? Huh? Ding Gao!
Anyway, so that's sriracha popcorn, right? So we got some sriracha popcorn for y'all. We're gonna try some of that. We also got some cereal milk. What is this? What would you?
Cereals.
This is cereal milk fucking crispy cakes. So these are you know those Rice Krispies? They made cereal milk, so it's infused cereal milk Rice Krispies.
Oh, it's so what this is. Okay,
It's pretty much a Rice Krispie treat.
I get why you said it would have a plastic taste. Lemon Ninja, I haven't tuned in for a while. This setup is different. Sriracha is awesome. Let me get some.
Hey man.
So we have this bread. This is $8.50.
Yeah, bro. This place is expensive. It's no joke.
Oh, it's gourmet popcorn.
All right. So as you can see, we have this this shit. We're gonna try it on stream, all of it. Super interesting. I'm very curious to know what this tastes like. And the texture is like soft and squishy.
I think because you said it has like a. Didn't you say it has like a almost like a plastic taste? I think what this is congealed milk.
Yes. Yes.
So.
I'm not sure though.
Man, this song got me. Dude, this music got me.
We also have cereal milk. We also have the cereal milk fucking chocolate bar. You want to look at that? The cereal milk chocolate bar. I have had a row, so I do know what it tastes like. But I'm interested to know. Interested to know your taste. What you think it tastes like.
I love sweets.
You love sweets. So I don't know, and here's another. I think this is the fudge version of that cereal white chocolate bar. The fudge version. So.
It's the white chocolate that's getting me.
Last thing we got is just a small row of Kinder chocolate. If you don't know anything about Kinder chocolate,
I haven't seen any. Or Lollipops is that expensive or exclusive to your state? Haven't seen any. Yeah,
Lolly and Pop is probably exclusive to our state.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah, the place is called Lolly and Pop.
Oh, they're just called Lollies.
No, Lolly and Pop.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, this is a Kinder chocolate, and what it is it's actually. Do you know Kinder eggs that are banned from U.S.? So there's these eggs called Kinder eggs, and they're made of this like nice, real smooth chocolate. And they banned them because they used to have a little toy inside. So what happened is kids would choke on them. So Kinder decided to just make chocolate bars. Yeah. So I got a little Kinder chocolate that we can split and try.
So is there a candy in this?
Yeah, it's candy.
I'm not candy. Is there a toy in this?
No, they can't put toys in those.
Okay.
But at the store, they did have eggs with toys in them that weren't Kinder.
I think I might have had this before.
So that's on the slate.
I don't know about Kinder. Those motherfuckers are disgusting.
I like them personally. So I've had one, so we're gonna try it out. So we have a lot of weird array of food we're gonna be trying throughout the day from Lolly and Pops. We also have some sizzle pie and just some regular ass shit. We're gonna play an array of games. If there's any games you guys want to see being played, like, you know, just put them in the comments and we'll play them. Right now it's just Neo. If you want to see anything else, we will play anything else. What do you want to try first?
Huh?
What are you interested in trying first?
I want to try this first, but I might as well get the spicy shit out the way.
The spicy shit out the way? Alright.
I busted my lip. Not really.
So, I don't know how this is opened, but I think I fucked it up. I'm just going to open it how we normally open popcorn here in the United States
Any game?
America. Any game. Pretty much any game on PlayStation 4. Because we have a lot of them. So, just take a whiff.
It smells like popcorn.
It does. It just smells like popcorn.
It smells like seasoned popcorn. I don't like popcorn.
Take some. Wait before you try it, nigga. Dink it and sink it.
They're
always.
So
Red and Link. Red and Link. It's weird.
It tastes like just a plain ass popcorn.
It tastes like plain ass popcorn, but it's like spicy. I don't eat that shit.
See, I don't like popcorn, right? Yeet, call that shit. Oh, Neil looks good.
Oh, bro, it is. I don't know. It's super fucking spicy for me. Ooh.
You know, gave me a lot of power. We'll put our fate in your hands.
I have given you a lot of power, but there's a lot of games I have. I'm not going to show you the lineup, so you can't really see. You're just going to have to shout one out, and if we got it, you just got a glimpse of my library.
Okay, and now it's getting hot.
Yeah, it's hot, bro.
Not really hot. It's just like attacking my nose. It's attacking my left nostril right now.
This shit is pretty spicy for me. I'm gonna be drinking that A1 cream soda. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I usually don't like cream soda, but A1 with that aged vanilla gimmick, they got me.
That's weird.
I went into the store and they're like, oh, they got aged vanilla.
That's mother. Yep. There you go.
This is a big ass neck. What'd he say?
Oh. You know, Gang Beast is fun, and doing is a good over channel you should play. Okay. Gang Beast.
Gang Beast. That's a good.
I forgot that game. That game did just come out.
Yeah, it just came out. I actually haven't bought that game. You've
I'm gonna try this.
just pull the whole row out.
Pop
like,
it, break it.
Yeah, break that whole row, and then break it again, and then I'll break my piece. Yeah.
I just fucked that up. Whatever. My bad.
All right, so these are what the cereal ones look like.
What was a cereal milk white chocolate?
Cereal milk white chocolate.
Oh. By the way, you didn't think it.
No.
You didn't think it or sink it, so. Audio went out for a second.
Yeah, the mic muted the mic. I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
It's like weird. What is that? What is that?
Okay. So you taste that plasticky taste I was talking about?
I think it tastes like fruit.
Once you like keep, you push through it a little bit, you start tasting what they mean when they say cereal milk.
It tastes fucking weird.
That's hell.
Like, it's not natural.
At all, bro.
It's not that bad.
You said it's not natural, but it's not that bad. It's actually really good. I enjoyed the cereal milk the first time I had it. Fuck.
How far do you play this one? Oh, he's focused.
I'm gonna fucking die, bro. I'ma fucking die, bro. You're not fucking with me, fam. You can't fuck with me, fam. Oh, get him. Oh, he can't mess with me, bro. He can't mess with me, bro. Look at this shit.
Jeez.
Look. What are you doing now? Bitch ass nigga. Come on, I'm gonna die, bro. Look, he got me. So the way this game is played is, you see that little green bar?
Yeah.
That's like your stat meter.
Your stamina.
Like your stamina meter, yeah. So if your stamina goes all the way down and he hits you, you get stunned. See how I got stunned?
Mm-hmm.
And he can do a finishing move on you. So this game is legit about fucking milliseconds, thinking ahead, planning, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
So how you liking the cereal milk?
It's hard.
It's very interesting.
Does this taste like this?
I don't know. I haven't had this.
Oh, does this taste like this?
I don't know. I haven't had that.
I fuck with this.
You fuck with it? Volume pop. Alright, so, Lemon, I'm gonna let you look at this fucking shit.
I think he left.
Did he?
I think.
Alright, so I'm gonna pick just a random game then. What do you think? I don't know. I mean, I could play UFC. Beat some niggas' asses online.
I would.
I've already played UFC before. Got my arse kicked.
Oh. I wish I played Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein?
Mm-hmm.
I don't play some Wolfenstein. Nigger! You nigger! That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
That was hot. It's good, but it's hot. It's just like, I wouldn't say good, it's just popcorn. Hot corn.
Okay, fake blood was delivered. That's what that is.
That's what that is.
Oh, yeah.
So we still have this Kinder chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
We have not tried yet. If I had to guess, I'd guess that these taste all the same.
I think this one would be different. I don't think it's just chocolate. I think it's literally like congealed milk.
It's marshmallow.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that might be good. Alright. Look at my completion.
37%.
But it was 20 hours. You see, my completionist in me was just like...
So, was it a bad game?
Great game. How hard should we play, Jeremiah?
Like...
Hey, look at this nigga's face. Just don't even look at what it's called. Just look at the nigga's face, alright? Alright, you tell me what I should play. Off his facial expression.
I want the first blood on his face. That one. Call me something.
Tinderbelly.
Call me Tinderbelly. Alright, we're gonna try something.
You wanna try something new? Which one try? Kinder chocolate? Can you break from all this?
Yeah, fine.
Let's try some Kinder. Grab you some?
See you on the flip side, Captain.
I have had this.
It's nearer to us now than he's been in years. We eliminate the general. We cut the head off the crude war machine.
I've had Kinder before.
Yeah? How do you feel about it?
Let me make a choice.
It was alright. It feels like Hershey.
Look to the one who would have me dissect. Thought I'd seen it all. But I've never seen true cruelty. Until now.
I wanted Cadbury eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Which are like the same thing as Kinder, but they're like filled with like white chocolate and caramel to look like You don't remember this, do you?
I do.
I think I see some.
What do you want to try next? This?
She takes good care of me.
Let's try this one. Try that last. I feel like that's gonna be the finale. It's gonna be hell ball.
12 years ago,
so?
when Nazi atom bombed their country.
I love marshmallows. A little bit of headache though.
On a train to Berlin.
That's not looking at
Sehr schöne arische Züge.
Jesus fucking Christ.
BJ Blazkowicz.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living. Facing the board is over. But we are weak. Don't have the guts to oppose them. But as always, they are wrong. Set Ross, according to official records, has been detained and sent off to a forced labor camp.
You said, Ross, I'm not sure yet. What do you know? Set
Alright, so I think these two are gonna taste the same. If I had to guess.
Wait, what? I'm
If
sorry.
I was a betting man, I bet that these two taste the exact same. Ooh.
Ooh.
I didn't like that.
Max doesn't like violence.
Smells like
Don't
ass.
think anyone get hurt.
It smells.
If it smells like it
It smells like
tastes,
wood almost.
if it smells like it tastes, we're in a bad state.
Centuries ahead of anything you've ever seen or imagined.
Take us back to Berlin, Blazkowicz.
Your old friend Frau Eng was leading the attack. Denzit must have promoted her for her actions at the labor camp. You know, you have here, Captain. This is the
I
evil
don't fuck with this at all.
The crown jewels are not the evil.
I know what this is.
Go inside the compound as fast as you can.
Straight white
Tear off
chocolate.
the face of the earth. Death said, should have killed that man.
That's that smell. That's white chocolate.
Just did.
That's white chocolate, right? I'm done.
Nuclear cannon is on.
That will make me sick.
This is what this is. This Hershey cookies and cream. That's like king size Hershey cookies and cream.
That's why you don't like them? Because it's too spread out.
It's too fucking big. It's too much. I like that one's like thin, just
Yeah, you can just
the right. This one.
you can eat like, see, you're getting the portion of cereal and whatchamacallit you're getting on this is a lot more than this. This is like a hunk of white chocolate.
The fucking Fruit Loops sprinkled on the back.
It's sprinkled on top. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
I have soup and porridge. Which one would you like?
What?
One captain make a choice for me.
Oh, you have to choose your things again.
Yeah.
Caroline, this way. William. Oh, my
She's bay as fuck.
You get to see her titties.
you in here.
Jesus, fuck, his bloody ears are coming out.
Hold him in. Put your hands there. That's not good. Get him
I thought
in
he
the
needs to leave. I don't like his head.
Who?
I got it.
Oh, 'cause he's pushed in.
To have finished the work.
He's pushed in like a gay dude's asshole.
Yeet.
Got it.
Surrounded by friends that love me.
I don't get shit from it.
Bro, you still ate that whole thing? Did it taste good?
No.
Why'd you eat it?
I finish when I start.
I'm not eating white chocolate like that, bro. I like white chocolate more than this guy. I'm not eating that
No, that's not healthy.
at all.
That's killing me.
Are you addicted to this game? Would you
For
say?
sure. I was gonna buy the Coven.
Come on in, old buddy.
Really?
Sorry I made you wait.
Only $10. Actually, it's $5, but it's literally the same people, just overpowered as fuck.
Let me show you something.
Her eyebrows are strong as fuck.
Yeah.
My father told me, if I ever had a son, I should give this to him. It is an engagement ring. It has been with our family.
Tell me, I want to know how you feeling right now. Okay? I want you to give me like an update on how you feel as these events go
This is
by.
what they call
Smash
it.
him.
Alright, cool.
When you meet someone special, you place this ring.
Is that his
on your
mom?
finger.
Yep.
It is worth a lot.
Okay, I thought so.
Do not tell your father about this ring.
This nigga came in, he's like, fucking ass.
He
This
does
is
not
just
know about
shit.
You know how he is.
Mother, am I acquitted? Was I righteous and just? Good enough to witness the awe of heaven?
I hate this dude's voice. The oven. Oh, yeah.
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do. Oh no. Mother, I'm going to hell.
Pull, Bandate. We'll have to cut most of his intestines out.
Whatever it takes, please. Stay. This is Blaskovich. You fight through this, and I promise you everything will be all right.
Kinderlach, nimm mir anyone von der Giftblatt. Now, hey, listen up. You fucking too. Run to the other line up on the hill by the same way. Fuck on you.
Oh my, how else? I don't know what the fuck I said. This woman.
Yes. Look, I need light.
I need the light.
Sophia, he in there? Sophia, out of my way.
He does not deserve this. You know he does not.
Don't bullshit me. I saw him with her.
He's young. He likes her. He does not know better.
He knows goddamn well not to spend time with some dirty little nigger girl.
But you hurt my son.
Dirty little nigger girl.
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I
These
do.
are good. These ones
Oh,
are.
Sophia, every day I'm out there busting
Yeah,
my
but-
ass,
Okay.
tooth and nail, getting screwed out of my earnings left and right, humiliating myself just to keep the business alive. I saw them two together, Sophia, getting sweet with each other under the poplar tree. This cannot happen. I have worked too hard for too damn long to lose my reputation because my boy is sweet on some nigga.
This isn't uncomfortable for me.
Not yet? Alright.
Omi wa mu shin de do.
Wishing they do.
I tend to the stables.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know what it means either.
Ninja, do you know about Tide Pods?
You should have shut down the business when my father told you to.
Beat his ass.
You're behind in everything. 3 months behind in utility. All the money my father invested, you have lost.
You are playing with fire, Sophia.
He about to beat her
What are
ass.
you doing? I am not the man you want to mouth off to.
And you are not the man I married. I married a man who would never let his family go hungry. So
Oh.
help me. I will not let you hurt my son.
You shut your damn mouth before I shut it for you. What is it with you damn Jews? Have all the answers, do you? Smart mouth goddamn Jew. I married you, I figured your father'd be an asset. But you're just a damn millstone, sticking your nose into my business instead of handling
You
your
fucking
own.
savage.
If you
Yummy,
can't
delicious
raise a boy
Tide
right,
Pods.
I'll
Do you
do
know
it
the way?
Get away.
Oh, they're about to shoot him. Beach! Okay, that was too telegraphed. She should have dodged that.
You done great. Hiding in the closet to make me sick to keep them coming, candy ass. Can't throw worth a shit. That all you got, boy?
Oh, fuck.
You are so goddamn weak. They're gonna pick on you, they will break you, they will make you eat dirt. And what are you gonna do about it? You can't fight to save your life. Well, at least
He came out of the closet. Hello? You just lose?
Slow your breathing, Blaskovich. Recover your strength. Big plans are in motion. The tides are turning. The crisis.
The Tide Pods are turning.
I need you by my side when we make our move.
I'm getting a headache.
Because you ate all this fucking sweet shit.
That wasn't even a lot, though.
Jeremiah.
Ooh, hello. And I can get it.
Can you feel the kick?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga.
That ain't kicking, baby.
This is where Jonas felt it went too far.
Huh?
This is where Jonas felt it was too much.
Bessie,
When he whoops him.
dinner time. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good girl.
You whooped the dog, too?
You're such a good girl. You ain't going nowhere. Whimper all you want. In life, you got to
Yeet.
make hard decisions. And sometimes you got to punish
Alright,
the
cluster
animals out
headaches.
They're gonna make him shoot it?
It's kill or be killed. The old and the weak are doomed. All manners of scum and sickly minds,
clustered-
dirty bodies, and cockroaches,
clustered
doing
headache,
everything in their power to rob
Engaged
the white
with
man of what
Jeremiah.
he's earned.
I know.
It's on us to straighten
I can
out
barely
the
eat sugar.
square.
If I eat a lot of sugar, I get
It's
headaches.
on you. Finger on the trigger.
Put your finger on the trigger. Don't trust them new
So
niggas.
I did when I played the game, I shot over here.
What happens? Nothing? Yeet?
Just remember, my boy.
Yeet?
It will end.
That bitch got a black eye.
You fucking hooked her. What do you mean? This bitch ain't Chris Cyborg.
Oh, damn. He telegraphed the fuck out of that slap.
This bitch is incredible. He
said,
was like, and those are the worst punches when you get telegraphed.
And you still connect.
Oh.
It's like one of those old boxing cartoons where they wind up and fucking sleep you.
Still slept her.
This is extremely racist and fucked up. I like the new scar on his face. Okay, Scarface. Rolling and trolling. We're gonna bust out this last one.
Gonna bust it out. This
Oh, you
is.
can keep playing. I'm sure we're straighten this up real quick. A cake of lightly crushed fruity cereal, carefully mixed with oven rice crispy. It's oven crisp rice and sweet lighted marshmallow. Most delicious Rice Krispie. So it's considered Rice Krispie. Wow, he's strolling.
You ain't getting it back.
You ain't getting it back, Nancy.
So, if you know anything about this, this game is extremely hard. Or normal, so.
Wolfenstein vibes, anyone?
Yeah, I can Wolfenstein?
Well, this is what this one looks like. You guys see that? Oh, let me
I'm gonna pause it so I can get some food in me. Or some of that shit in me.
pause. Alright, so this is what this looks like. If you guys can see it. That's what everything looks like.
That looks delicious.
It's mushy.
That looks fucking delicious.
It smells good. It's marshmallow.
Ooh, it does. Ooh.
It's a Rice Krispie treat is what it is.
I'm excited for this.
This is gonna be bomb as fuck. How should we cut this?
I'll just pick up one side, you pick up one side, and we'll pull. Or just fucking pull a piece out, I guess.
Yeah.
Just pull. Fuck it, I'll pull the same shit you did. That's my phone. I believe. That one was yours. Alright.
Oh, I almost ate it.
Sink it, as you can see.
It tastes like marshmallow with fucking
cereal.
Fruity Loops in it. So if you get marshmallow, put Fruity Loops in it, that's what this tastes like. The consistency though is a little bit
off, especially at the
it's more smooth, more silky, more slippery than it's not as rough.
Like, you know, when you would put microwave or like a bunch of marshmallows in the microwave and expand it. It's like that, but you put under it, you put a bunch of cereal. You can expand it. I think that's what it tastes like.
It's like if you ever got a Rice Krispie treat and just lick the top and how smooth it is. Not the Rice Krispie itself, but like the coating. That's what it's like.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, it tastes like Rice Krispie treat. He said, fuck is that shit? Looks like a cocaine brick on camera. You fucking savage.
It probably does.
It's just like pure marshmallow. Blended in with Fruit Loops. That's what this is.
That sounds like something you can fuck up.
What?
That.
I won't fuck this up. You'll fucking kill me.
Hang on. I'm on my way.
You say Aaron?
Yeah.
Man, Aaron's bad as
I
fuck.
can't go up the stairs, so I have to take the elevator. Who's shooting me?
I think it's underneath. I'm fucking this up.
Oh.
This is fucking bomb. This is gonna give me diabetes.
Did you say I'm fucking this up?
Diabetes. Nah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that shit is bomb.
Okay, now, come to me. Quick. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll be the thing you piece of crack. Now, Mr. Blazkowicz, I'm very happy to see
You're
you.
gonna be on Saturday or Friday?
Friday.
Last time I saw her, she was with Caroline defending the cell platform elevator. Then point me
Okay,
out
so
what
that's-
she said. England. You know how long you've been in bed? 5 months. Your body is broken. You understand? Kidneys are failing. You might have difficulties to urinate, to use your schmeckhole, to do many other time things. For this. Just tell me. Frau England. She's been hunting for you. She's been moving heaven and earth, and today she found you. The Nazis breached the U-boat. Many would be dead. I was at
This shit's hilarious. Look at the niggas in the background.
no, Achman is
Oh, it's too late. It's just on the air, but.
sail platform elevator. You are such
He looks so different. They use a new engine.
okay.
Not a new engine, they just switched up the.
Here in the sail platform elevator.
The model.
Yeah.
I set several traps. I didn't have the time to activate them, but look at this. This is a map to show you.
Why don't they just run?
Because it doesn't matter. It's a machine that just. If you go between the machine, it blows up. So he done the sneak. That nigga really thought he was gonna get out of there, man.
Not even if you run like hella fast.
No, it just blows up. Like, it detects.
Got that backwards, lady. I'm hunting you.
Get this nigga ready.
Well, I'm done with this. I'm gonna stop.
It's that good?
Fuck. Frostbite. Not there. Stick on your thumb. It's not gonna fall off. You know? The beginning to.
That's how you know you have some good shit.
This is literally just pure sugar.
Yep.
In chemistry, you burn, what you call it? You burn, I think a hella turn on. You burn the marshmallow to see how much water it's contained in there. And then the rest is like starch and sugar.
Yeah.
I think marshmallow is like, Let me double check.
That was really good.
Oh, it was too good.
You said that was too good?
Yeah. No, you shouldn't be eating them. Like, that's like a one in a year. Once a year.
Got that backwards, lady.
Little big ass jawbreakers like that. Those jawbreakers. I got a solo one time. I got to like the rainbow, like this big.
Bro, your tongue.
I still didn't finish. Yeah, you cut up your tongue.
You know what I enjoy? I enjoy these physics. Yeah, see how I can't go upstairs? But when you're already upstairs and you stroll down.
Okay. It's not what I wanted.
Marshmallow's like pure sugar, isn't it?
It's like sugar, starch, and like a little bit of water.
How do you feel about that?
Ew.
I can't remember how these on.
There we go.
Caroline, wherever you are,
Look at this
you do
nigga.
what you have to do to keep
Come on,
everyone
boy.
alive till I get there.
I just set up all the traps and then I shot. So they should, the only way they can come in is not even from up here. Like, they can't come and get me. Turn off some now.
I want to like the percentage.
Of like what? Sugar to water?
Marshmallows might contain 60% corn syrup, 30% sugar, 1 and 2% of Gelatin.
Damn.
Fuck is gelatin?
Like, you know the stuff that is made, the stuff that, whatchamacallit's made out of? Like,
Dude, that's just pure fucking sugar, bro.
Might as well be.
Corn syrup, fucking sugar. Corn syrup is sugar. You gonna add those two?
It's a different form of sugar. Okay, we're not playing this one. We're gonna play something else.
But the whole point of corn syrup is to replace sugar. If you just want to add sugar,
I mean, it's pretty much sugar. Corn syrup is pretty much sugar.
jeez, man, this isn't healthy, dude.
I know, but it's good.
Oh, it's so wrong. Fuck it up. I told you I'd fuck it up. I'd fuck it up, Jalen. I'd fuck marshmallows up.
I have a question. I was gonna be on this podcast. If you are if you eat a lot of sweet shit, are the fats of your body gonna taste sweeter?
I don't fucking know. I think fat just tastes sweet in general, or it tastes at least good.
Because I know this one dude said,
probably.
He was cooking bear, and it smelled like just fish. And it was because the bear had so much. You're a savage. It was because the bear had so much fish in its body that it just smelled like fish. Because
what you eat definitely matters.
And the meat tastes like fish.
Yeah.
Because it had so much fish in its body.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So I'm like, if we eat a lot of like fucking,
I'm sure your body will taste
sweets,
sugary.
would it taste sugary?
Yeah, that's why like people's blood, if it's lighter, well that's iron, but it also matters what you eat too. It's the same concept, except I don't think sugar changes the color of your skin or blood.
All right, so we're gonna do one fight online, ranked fight online.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Bro.
Get the headache. As soon as this is up, I'm gonna play some Town of Salem. Get on Town of Salem.
So it ranks 100%. The Rice Krispie treat, the chocolate.
Fire. I'm glad we did Rice Krispie treat at last.
This shit's trash.
Oh, that's bad.
It's a bald bitch in this one. Yeah, she is.
Who? Rose knew.
So what I've done, right? I played a lot of fights with Hunter. Niggas should be getting knocked out.
Yeah, because you have 2 combinations.
Not even that, bro. Niggas should be getting knocked out, right? I'll get close to knockout, you know.
You have to do combinations?
With that 1-2 piece. Nigga about to get knocked out, he gets dazed. Are you fucking...
Was she like the best?
No. I just picked a random bitch. Apparently this bitch know how to use her, though. So I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. It's a bad decision. Oh, I think this girl was like really pretty.
No, I never do that shit. I never do that shit, bro.
So you
every time.
I like how they have it to where you do extra damage if you do combos. Look at that.
Come on, Rogan, talk me up, bro. Look, they always try to like fucking. Bro, I'm blocking. What the fuck? Give me that takedown.
I don't think she's a what's your favorite.
Jeez. I don't know how to block it. I'm dead. I lost. Fuck, I can't see what my things is. Didn't have that.
Yeah, fucked. Full guard. Yeah, get up. Down. Should beat the shit out of
Oh,
you.
fuck, I got up, bitch. Get off me. Get off me. I'm a fucking god. Bah, bitch. Don't ever fucking touch me.
What she's doing is doing stomach moves and then doing up moves. So she's gonna attack your stomach, and then head. That's her combination.
Oh, that's
Watch head steal. Look at that shit. That was jungle. He said you mean go to the store? Okay.
I need to know how to fucking guard that takedown. Back sitting.
Get that bitch.
Top mount. Fuck. Back sitting. Get him back sitting. Top mount. It should be this way.
I don't think you would get it.
Top
He
mount.
got it!
That's it.
No, he reversed it.
Fucking get up. I don't give a fuck.
He attacked stomach, head, watch. Stomach, head. Stomach, head. Stomach. He looks like a stomach. I would just do the head, do the combination. Like that.
Bro, come on.
Take heal, just heal.
That was not a miss.
He's dazed. Boom! Drop that bitch! Punch that bitch! Puncher is over! Dropped it!
That's it,
Drop
bro.
that hoe!
That's it, bro.
Drop that bitch!
No, look at this rewind. Come on, bro.
Jeez!
Shit. No, bro. It's already over.
Boom! Fuck that hoe up!
Look.
Boom!
Oh my god.
If you want KO shots, that's what you do.
That was nasty. That bitch was knocked, bro.
She went to sleep.
My first win. I took a bunch of hits I shouldn't have. But I
Fucking slept that hoe.
Bro. I had to risk that shit.
I don't know how to do this.
Are you trying to do a highlight?
Yeah.
Oh, that felt good, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna do another one, fuck it. It's usually not how that goes.
Bitch,
Ugh,
she fucking got slumped.
Why do you keep trying to challenge me though? Right here is when you knew he fucked up. I got a Superman punch in. You're like, nah, just back up. I was like, okay, whatever, fuck, I'm back up. This nigga gonna get lucky and knock me out. Then he's like, he's just being complacent. And I was like, why are you complacent with your shots, nigga? Did you get
there, right
you
there.
give
Boom.
that foot? Oh, that's 3 foots, bruh. Look at this. Nigga got complacent.
I'm sorry, right here.
That shit is crazy. I don't even feel comfortable fighting this game.
I don't win the shit.
But we're gonna fight one more time.
We get so fucking high. We get so high. We get so high. I swear, like I could be like half asleep and if someone gets knocked out, I'm fully awake. Like, let's fucking go. Shit's happening.
That bitch got knocked the fuck out. So I don't know who to play with in this weight class.
Ronda or Holly or fucking Cyborg. I guess. It's all PSP.
I'm bad with all of them though. Like Chris, I got my ass whooped with Chris Cyborg. Like Chris.
Publish that shit. Upload. That's just hilarious.
Alright, let's hope this other nigga didn't pick Chris Cyborg too, because a lot of people like Chris Cyborg, Holly Holmes. That's pretty much it. Chris Cyborg and Holly Holmes.
That's just hilarious.
Look.
What?
Everyone be picking the same fucking 5 niggas. Write that shit up.
I think I just pooped a little.
Bro, look at her reach, bro. 69, 69.
Hey, John Jones 85.
I almost knocked this nigga out with John Jones though. He was John Jones and I was John Jones. Almost knocked his ass out. I kicked off the cage. He got dazed. I went in to go punch him.
The main thing about this game is just combinations, because combinations really is OP as fuck. Black trunks for Cyborg. Black trunks for Cyborg.
And a good body kick. Nice combination. She's mixing things up. Cyborg gets caught with the left.
Bro, like, what the fuck? Did she take to the ground?
Who?
Cyborg.
I don't know.
Looking for the big finishing punch. Oh, combination. That hook did damage.
Jeez, oh, straight left. Oh my gosh, it's a straight left. He's knocked out.
Powerful right hand combinations. Oh, very nice. Vicious combination. Big straight punch. Good combinations landing here. Another nice kick. Very solid. Quick jab connects. Doesn't throw it down. They're both landing bombs on each other.
They're both landing bombs on each other. Oh shit, it's up now.
That's quick.
Solid straight.
How was this? This is hilarious. 50 seconds.
Good leg kick. Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses.
I got it.
Big combination. Huge kicks.
Fucking dropped her.
Good leg kick.
Beat this bitch's ass. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Do stomach, head. Or that. Do stomach. You're dazed. You better get the fuck out of it.
Oh my word.
Fucking dropped her.
Did I say in the fucking match?
I don't fucking know.
Devastates. And let's look at that again.
I love that fucking highlight.
Bro, that shit is. Oh no, you're not.
But I don't know why it says it's unuploaded, but it is.
Cyborg with some big kicks. Huge kick to the head. Turning into an all-out slugfest.
Yeah, I think the tags determine whether if it's child friendly.
Why you put out knockout?
Yeah, I put like knockout and shit, so I can see why it looks like violent.
We take a look at the numbers. Total strike landed thus far in this fight.
You're losing 64 to 40 something.
Joe, both of them stand up here. Nice inside leg kick by Simon. Head kick. Great head kick. And again.
Oh, by the way, for next quarter, we're gonna have to do that little online thing again, though. The little application thing, the $25.
Yeah, you have to do it every quarter, don't you?
You have to do it every quarter if you don't take a credit,
Oh, okay.
but it should be free every time, so it's fine.
Well, we're gonna try and full guard. Are you just not gonna go full guard? Thank you.
I would.
I wanna go back some. What the fuck, bro? Half guard? Please? Fuck it, we're going back sitting. I don't give a fuck. Top mount, where is it? Top mount.
The first one's tired.
Nice transition to the top. Just get out of the way. Back up again.
You gotta mix up, you gotta do stomach shots. Yeet?
I don't know how to fight with Chris Cyborg. Like that other bitch, I
It's
knew
just
what to
stomach,
do.
it's L2 to the body strikes. You're dead.
I just don't know how to fight with this bitch.
Yeah, you're fucked. She knows every time you approach, you're gonna go for a swing.
Well, because I don't know how to fucking take down with this bitch.
Just don't take down, just do striking.
There we go, finally.
Knock that bitch down.
Her takedown attempts were stuffed, but not here. She's put her opponent on her back. That is a nasty elbow. 20 seconds.
That's one punches I needed right there. Oh, she trying to get a takedown.
Big hook, swinging and
Yeah, she got it.
Nope, that's it. That will count.
outstanding job with the takedowns tonight.
But better not coming.
I think you lost.
There's a nice head kick that lands.
I don't think someone did
You
this.
play really wild in this game.
I don't know how to play with some of these
And
people.
here's another
Like
head
Chris
kick.
Cyborg, don't know. The only two people I know how to play with is that one bald chick because I played her one time, and then
And here's one
John Jones. Because everyone should know how to play with John Jones. I can take down. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
We really got a chance to see some awesome action in that round.
I play like a super striker. Like I just punch.
Yeah, you play like a boxer. Or a kickboxer.
I punch and just take down. That's it. So you know what I'm gonna try and do? I'm trying to do this.
It'd be great to see more of the same as the fight continues. Decent action in that last round, and yes, I would like to see more of the same in this next. She's got her in the tie clinch.
She's got it.
What? That didn't make any sense. I want to see that shit. I almost want to get knocked out to see what the fuck
Don't
happened.
get knocked out.
Huh?
Said,
Very good shot.
Look. Can you see it?
I'm watching it.
Tell me what the fuck happened. She didn't even touch me. I swear. I swear that was all lag.
Nice up. She's gotten herself to the tie clinch. Tying up in the clinch here.
That's what happened. I think. I don't know.
You're about to get slept.
Big run.
It's going to decision. I'm gonna lose, but I'm going for a knockout. I don't give a fuck. I have to.
Oh, that's a heavy body kick.
You need to do body attacks.
High kick. Joe, that's a solid hook to the body. Precise jab by Cyber. Knee to the body. The cut she suffered is getting worse, and it's starting to look nasty. Push kick. A flying knee. And she times her strikes again. This could be it right here. Wow!
Damn,
Oh,
you're You're about to get knocked the fuck out.
No,
Oh, your
I'm
arm,
guarding
your
my
arm,
arms
your
back.
arm.
I can't do anything. Did you see what happened in that clinch?
No.
I don't know what the fuck happened in that clinch either. I swear to God it was lag. I think it was before this, but I'm not sure. I hope they show it. The knockdown punch. I really do.
Let's check out the action on our fight replay. Let's take a look at the replay. This is the shot that drops her. Perfect
Yeah, I don't know
technique.
what the fuck it
She's
is.
clearly hurt bad. Here's Bruce Buffer.
I actually don't use much at all. Not replay awards. View replay. No, it's not gonna work. I don't know where it is, but there was a clinch in there that I did not enjoy at all. Because I got fucked. But I was gonna lose anyway. We're gonna do Brawlhalla 1v1s.
Yeah, I think Jonas gonna have to take it next quarter too.
Why?
Because I couldn't even sign up for my English class because it was full, so I have to do it next quarter. Jonas has to still take the test and then sign up. So.
Oh, because he's ass. How many Fs is a 2.7?
No Fs.
No Fs?
2.0 I
That's
think
like
is
one
all
F.
C's. I think 2.0 is all.
That's one F.
All
If you get all A's and B's, it's one F, right?
2.7?
Yeah.
No.
Well, the way it would accumulate.
It could. I don't fucking know.
You're definitely allowed one F.
No, because I haven't had one F, and I think my lowest grade was a D, and I have a 3.1.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A 3.0 is all B's. But you have one D. So that means you had an A and something else.
Yeah,
You see
I had
what
an
I'm
A and
saying?
something else.
So, like, cumulative.
Yeah, so 3.0 is all B's.
So that's what I'm saying. You can have one F if you get an A.
Yeah, but this
You get
one's
like
not
two
getting
A's. If you get like two
This
A's.
is not getting an
Why?
A. So I have a report card now.
He said I saw
That
that.
should make
This should
the
look
mama
spoiled.
cry.
That should
cry.
look spoiled. Gerard, that should look spoiled.
That shit will make a. That shit will make an angel cry, dude.
Bro, it was. I've seen it one time and there's a bunch of F's, but I don't remember. I probably really shouldn't have played this.
Why?
Because.
Queen Nye. You're fucked.
I know.
Queen Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. I saw something. I think I could fuck with my sound, right? Instead of having the speakers go through here, I think I can have the speakers go through this. Alright. I'm pretty sure, and our volume will still be good. Right? Mic check. Yeah, we're good.
What are you talking about?
No, I just switched my sound to my thing. Bill Nye, the science guy. You gotta watch some, what should we call it?
Bill Nye Saved the World?
Sure.
That just came on Netflix.
I thought it was already on Netflix.
New episodes.
Adios, mio. You got knocked the fuck out, man.
This is why I shouldn't have played this shit.
Why?
Rusty, I haven't played in a minute.
Look up some TED Ed. Riddles. Oh, I love some good riddles.
Alright, let's do them.
Oh, I already did this one. I don't know about this riddle egg. We're gonna do some riddles, guys, while Jalen plays this. Oh, it's not too loud.
The city has just opened its one-of-a-kind Fabergé egg museum. with a single egg displayed on each floor of a 100-story building. And the world's most notorious jewel thief already has her eyes on the prize. Because security is tight and the eggs are so large, she'll only get the chance to steal one by dropping it out the window into her waiting truck and rappelling down before the police can arrive. All eggs are identical in weight and construction, but each floor's egg is more rare and valuable than the one below it.
Okay,
While the thief would naturally like to take the priceless egg at the top,
Exactly.
she suspects it won't survive a 100-story drop. Being pragmatic, she decides to settle for the most expensive egg she can get. In the museum's gift shop, she finds 2 souvenir eggs, perfect replicas that are perfectly worthless. The plan is to test drop them to find the highest floor at which an egg will survive.
I think I did this one before.
Of course, the experiment can only be repeated until both replica eggs are smashed. And throwing souvenirs out the window too many times is probably going to draw the guards' attention. What's the least number of tries it would take to guarantee that she finds the right floor?
Is that the riddle?
Yeah. I'm gonna guess 3, 2. I'm going to guess. I don't know.
It's so there's eggs on floors.
Eggs
the
on
top
one
one's the
to a
best,
head. 1 to
and so
100.
she's just going up to figure out when the egg will break.
Yeah.
And what's the best way? How many times she'd have to test an egg dropping, right?
Yeah.
Once, maybe twice, right?
I'm gonna say 4.
Because if you go from the top down,
I'm gonna say 4. Just because.
I feel like you know the answer.
I don't know the answer. I'm just gonna say 4. Cause I don't know. That's just.
I'm gonna say 2.
You're gonna say 2. I don't know what the fuck it is.
If you're having trouble getting started on the solution, it might help to start with a simpler scenario. Imagine our thief only had 1 replica egg. She'd have a single option. To start by dropping it from the first floor and go up one by one until it breaks. Then she'd know that the floor below that is the one she needs to target for the real heist. But this could require as many as 100 tries. Having an additional replica egg gives the thief a better option.
Yeah,
she can drop the first egg from different floors at larger intervals.
That's what I was saying. I was doing
narrow
25.
down the range where the critical floor can be found. And once the first breaks, she can use the second egg to explore that interval floor by floor. Large floor intervals don't work great. In the worst case scenario, they require many tests with the second egg. Smaller intervals work much better. For example, if she starts by dropping the first egg from every 10th floor, once it breaks, she'll only have to test the 9 floors below.
Mm-hmm.
That means it'll take at most 19 tries to find the right floor.
Because he went on the interval of 10.
Even better.
I went intervals of 25, so mine would be a lot more.
It has to be the same size. Let's say there were only 10 floors. The thief could test this whole building with just 4 total throws by dropping the first egg at floors 4, 7, and 9. If it broke at floor 4, it would take up to 3 throws of the second egg to find the exact floor. If it broke at 7, it would take up to 2 throws with the second egg. And if it broke at floor 9, it would take just 1 more throw of the second egg. Intuitively, what we're trying to do here is divide the building into sections where no matter which floor is correct, it takes up to the same number of throws to find it. We want each interval to be 1 floor smaller than the last. This equation can help us solve for the first floor we need to start.
You're fucking kidding me? I did this before. It's like algebra.
Building. There are several ways to solve this equation, including trial and error. If we plug in 2 for n, that equation would look like this. If we plug in 3, we get this. So we can find the first n to pass 100 by adding more terms until we get to our answer, which is 14. And so our thief starts on the 14th floor, moving up to the 27th, the 39th, and so on.
It's not gonna be even, yeah.
Of 14 drops. Like the old saying goes, you can't pull a heist without breaking a few eggs. Did you enjoy this lesson? If so, please consider...
The reason because it was over 100, it was 105, meaning the last two sections would be less.
I guess, man. I get what they're doing. I get it.
It's math, is what it is.
It's not a riddle, it's math. But, oh well. I mean, we can, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
How to not be bored. How do we go 4:30 excited? Where is this?
Bro, look at this shit. And you just fucking dominate niggas.
No, you beat him?
Yeah, I beat him.
I was close.
Yeah, I beat him. It was hella close, but I was losing on my last fucking health. And I still came back and whooped his ass. So I play the two people who I hate playing. Hattori and fucking whatchamacallit, my first two matches back. Jesus Christ.
I already did this. Pause. Okay. Oh shit.
That bomb was beautiful.
What can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years?
What can be seen once?
Once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years.
What can be seen once in a minute, never in 1,000 years? I have no clue. I really don't know. Maybe the eclipse?
Time? I think.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What?
Time.
I don't know if it's time. I think it has something to do with time. Like 2 minutes or something. Like.
Nah, I think you're right. I think you're right with time.
Answer. The letter M.
Oh my god. Can we not?
What can be seen once in a minute, which is M.
Yeah.
Twice in a moment, 2 M's, and never in 1,000 years. Okay. It is the letter M. It's awesome.
That was trash.
I know your mother would be proud of you. Which tire doesn't move when the car turns right?
What tire doesn't move when the car turns right?
Yeah, it's the back tires.
Tire. No, it's not. I guarantee you it's not that easy.
I don't fucking know. The back 2 tires.
What doesn't move when the tire turns right? Which tire? R-I-T-E.
Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right?
It's one of those brain fucking teasers.
It is. But
Listen, right. You can spell right with tire. R-I-T-E.
No.
You're right. It's R-I-G-H-T.
Well, you're right, but you're right.
But what I guarantee you, it's a play on that word.
Yeah. Which right doesn't move? Oh, it's I. It's I. Because I doesn't move when a car turns right. I'm assuming it's I. I'm just gonna say I.
Why?
Because this right is the second, the I is the second letter, and entire, the I is the second letter.
Why?
That's just what I'm guessing. That's the only thing I can
I could be wrong, but I always know it's a play on words. It's always a play on words.
The answer is... It's a spare tire. What tire doesn't move on a right turn? A spare tire.
That's some fucking trash, bro.
A spare tire.
I'm 2 for 2 right now.
What are you talking about?
2 for 2.
Oh, this is like we both got. I am not alive.
But I have 5 fingers. What am I? I'm not alive, but I have 5 fingers. Fingers. 5 fingers.
Something has 5 fingers.
That is not alive.
Maybe a tree. It's too literal. 5 fingers. An emoji. A hand emoji.
It's not gonna be that new.
Maybe.
Bro, I don't fucking know. I give up.
I think it's emoji.
I know it's not that.
Oh, time! Right?
I have
Clock?
5 fingers. They have the hour hand, the minute hand, and then the second hand. Unless you want to count the millisecond hand. But that's 4.
Seeing the hands of time.
But it's something like that.
I don't fucking know.
If this is something retarded, I'm done. The answer is
a glove. Okay, well, not even dumb down. Which word is written incorrectly in the dictionary?
I'm not even gonna answer this one.
It's a riddle or is just like a straight up just question?
It's a riddle. It's gonna say some bullshit like witch or some shit like that. Oh, I was talking about the other witch.
I'm gonna say dictionary. Dictionary is written wrongly. The word is written incorrectly.
In the question, the word is written incorrectly.
It's still over my head.
A truck drove to a village and met 4 cars. Can you pause it? There you go. A truck drove to a village and met 4 cars. How many vehicles were going to the village? A truck drove to a village and met 4 cars. 5 is the answer.
No.
How not?
I think it's either 1 or 0.
Why would it be 1 or 0?
Because the truck met 4 cars. To be going to the village, you can't be already there. You can't be already...
But a truck drove to a village and met 4 cars. How many vehicles were going to the village? It's 0. You're right.
Either 1 or 0, because the 4 cars were already there.
Yeah, so it's either 1 or 0. I guarantee you they're going to be... I don't know. It's either 1, 5, or 0. But I think you're right in the 0.
The answer? Yeah, 1 truck. So there was 1 here.
1, those are trucks, not cars, so fuck you.
Wait, what?
Those are trucks, not cars.
People buy me to... Okay. I thought... I saw this one on the thumbnail. So people buy me...
buy me to eat, but never eat me. What am I?
I say dog food.
That's a great one.
That's like... Or animal food.
Yeah, like food for an animal.
That's the only thing I can think of.
People buy me to eat me, but never eat me. What am I?
People buy me to eat.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that 100%.
I'm gonna say like animal food. Because if they just single out dog food, they're being racist. They're being Maybe an animalist. I don't know. Bruh. A plate?
Buy me to eat. I've never ate a plate.
They buy me to eat, but never eat me.
It's talking about like they buy me to eat stuff with.
What if I buy a hamburger? Like,
What is that one?
we kill and we give life. We are together. Poison or fruit? You choose. What are we? So we kill and we give life.
We kill and we give life. We are poison. We're either poison or fruit. Which one are we?
You choose. What are we? I don't fucking know. You're both. You're both of them. Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Let's go with both of them. You're both poison and fruit.
How do you do with that?
You choose. What are we? Well, if I choose, I say you're both poison and fruit, then bitch. Since we don't play that. What the fuck?
What?
Kitten. Words.
What?
It's words is the answer. Words can be poison and it can be fruit. Words could kill and words could have life.
Which is best for stirring sugar into the teacup?
Which hand is best for stirring sugar into a teacup? You have to go this, alright? Like a spatula.
This shit is trash, bro.
Is there anything in the kitchen?
No, this shit is trash, bro.
It is trash.
This is upsetting me. Like, you're not even. That's not even a riddle.
I guarantee it's like a spatula. It's something that has hand for the fucking.
The hands of time. Time.
I'm done with this shit. It's better to use a spoon. That's not a riddle.
It's not a riddle at all, fams. I'm just saying, I'm gonna really fucking get this game.
This nigga said a glove has 4 fingers and 1 thumb. Got him.
Warren. You know, I love the way Jonah says Orion. Have you ever had him say that? I'm playing Orm, guys. It's Orm.
That's how he says it, or he's fucking around when he says it?
No, that's how he says it. I've never fixed the way he said it. It's just funny every single time.
We'll call him.
Ask him, like, what's that character that has the long staff in the...
This is Washington, so I don't think we have to. I don't have to tell him that we're live streaming. To be a hundo.
Watch him not answer anymore.
He just texted me.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach.
The person you are trying to reach
I'm
cannot be
sorry,
reached.
560-897.
560-777.
They're like, oh, you're live streaming. 896-7796.
Let's test your mental age. Let's see what my mental age is. Yeah, fuck you, too bad.
There is one thing you can't change with anti-aging cream or plastic surgery. A fake ID that did a great job when you needed access to certain places won't help you either. We are talking about your mental age. For millions of people around the world, their biological and their emotional age are 2 completely different things. You might be one of them.
Absolutely.
Want to check it out? Here's an easy but very accurate test that will determine your mental age. The rules are simple. Answer the question, picking the first thing that comes to your mind.
Shit.
Seriously, do not overthink. If you get 9 as your mental age, it does not mean your IQ is low.
It means you're
It
retarded.
only shows your perception of the world is young and bright. If you get 60 while you're 22, it's not too bad either. It just means you are really wise.
No, stop.
For each answer you pick, add a certain number of points. You get 1 point for each time you choose number 1 option. You get 2 points for option number 2, and so on. There will be 4 options for each question. Let's get it started in here. Starting with number 10. Pick a color.
Is blue on the list?
Probably.
Okay, blue.
The first question
yeah,
is
blue and
as
green.
easy as can be. All we want you to do is choose one of these beautiful color palettes. Really, whichever you like most when you just saw all the options. Go for it.
You're one. I like green, but that black looks really good too.
You can't overthink it.
Yeah, fuck it, I chose one. He said you can't overthink it. I was like, I don't know, that flag looks good.
Pick a meal. If you're hungry, we're sorry for this one, but it is an important part of the test.
That's just pure right.
I want a hamburger, whatever it is.
Jalen, you can't just ask what it is, you have to look at it.
No, but that's the first thing I thought.
1 hamburger. 3 pizza.
I'm sorry, this shit is hilarious.
A juicy steak, crispy bread straight from the oven.
Yeah,
Well, you
1.
pick the hamburger, but then again,
No,
your
1.
mom always told you how
The clams look good, but I know for a fact
nutritious and warming up.
I would go for the
Or
hamburger
will you
first.
go for the pizza?
Oh, you're on the left
Needs
side, I'm
no
on the right side.
introduction. Fancy enough to choose seafood? It's up to you.
Those clams look alright. Salty. I like when that dude says that. It makes me crave some clams. I want some good ass clams. Just the name clams sounds so good. Clams.
Online
I'm about to eat some clams. Gross pussy smell like some clams.
What part of the internet do you visit most? Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. 2. News sources, motivational and time management websites. 3. Celebrity gossip and showbiz news, funny cat videos. 4. I'm not sure how the internet works,
1,
but
I'm
I check my
assuming?
email sometimes. If Instagram means the world to you,
I'm bunching like
you care a lot
YouTube in
about getting more
with
efficient and
Instagram.
not wasting a second of life, and you must be in the know when it comes
Yeah,
to
I'm
world
going
news.
first.
Then go with the 2. Hey, who cares about politics and nuclear disarmament? Give me some celebrity gossip. You get it if you pick 3. Option 4 speaks for itself.
Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not checking whatever.
Well, it's what you visit the most, so. I think we're both gonna have like a mental state of like 2 years old.
Number 7, your spirit
Oh
animal.
yes, I already know if they have it.
Fox.
No, it's a dog though.
Your spirit animal could be your second self, so pick wisely.
Fucking
Is it
wolf.
going to be number 1, unicorn, magical, wild, and free? Ooh. Number 2, sloth. Number 3, shark, determined and dangerous.
Sloth's my second choice.
Or 4, who needs a spirit animal?
3.
I would say 2.
If I see a nigga on the ground down, I'm fucking eating his ass.
The sloth?
Question 6.
No, a
Pick a
shark.
movie.
Oh.
This is gonna be hard.
It's movie night, and you get to choose which one to watch. What'll it be? 1, a cartoon or family movie. 2, action, fantasy, or horror. 3, a good old comedy. 4, drama, romantic drama, or documentary.
2.
Yeah,
Now,
I was
if
gonna say
Frozen
2.
makes your heart melt, breaking every common
It would just
sense
depend.
rule,
It would just
or
depend
if
on
you're
what
still
thing
laughing
it
at
is
the
and what mood
adventures
I
of
am.
Home Alone guy, go for option 1. For those who like to be terrified or thrilled with action, number 2 is waiting for you.
I like to
In
laugh.
case you are a hangover type of person, we mean when it comes to the movies, there is option 3 right there. Crying over The Notebook, go for option 4. And do you have a tissue?
I would say 3.
Oh,
I'd take it back. I would say 3.
Out of this fucking world.
I would say 3.
I'd say 2.
I'm switching mine to 3. Good, like to laugh a lot. I'd rather watch like a funny movie this year.
Except for
Question 5. Skills to learn. Imagine you can pick a skill to learn with no effort, like right now. What skill would it be? 1, foreign language. 2, some sports. 3, management skills. Or 4, painting.
Painting.
Yeah, this is kind of unfair. All the options are so good. But
what
still,
management skills?
It's not very bad management.
Think of all the
You do?
traveling you can do when you learn to sprechen Deutsch.
If I could learn how to paint, it's over.
It's a language. Or
I don't really care for painting. Drawing in general, yeah.
That's what I'm bunching it in as. If you paint, I'm assuming you have somewhat good drawing
Shall
skills.
it be option 3? The one that will give you perfect time management skills. Not those everyone mentions.
That's a gay answer. I always said no, it's good.
Like really good ones. And make you a financial guru. And then there is painting. If you wouldn't mind living up to your inner Picasso, go for option 4.
And it's all over.
I can't fucking see right there.
Question 4. Dream vacation.
Vacate.
Do you want to go on vacation, like right about now? Hit the magical like button. Did you get you there? Are you still there? Okay, it'll work next time. Trust me. Anyway, pick your dream destination and vacation routine. Number 1, Disney World. Number 2, Euro trip. Number 3, big city life. Number 4, relax. Take it easy. Imagine all the rides at Disney World. Are you screaming with excitement? Then number 1 is your best
Disney
bet.
World does sound lit.
But then again,
Don't really like. I just like the atmosphere of Disney World. That's the only thing I like about it. Is the atmosphere. I love that atmosphere. Kingdom Hearts atmosphere. I love it. I love the way like the towns look. Everything. Mickey Mouse's house. I love the way that looks. Everything that looks there.
If you're a big city life type of person, you can choose to discover New York or any other megalopolis. Sights, arts, and good food everywhere. Number 4 is an option to escape from the world and all its hustle and bustle. A tropical island.
Why 3? Why not 4? You can just relax. You chill. It's like tropical island. You just chill. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
Why?
I feel like I need to be doing something. I have. Yes, you do. Shut the fuck up. You don't feel like you have to be doing something.
No.
Always.
Oh no, not when I'm on vacation. No.
Big money.
I feel like that all the time. Even on vacation, we had to watch WrestleMania. I was like, we gotta do something, bro.
Imagine you have won the lottery.
I know,
the money
but
is really
if we
good,
didn't, I wouldn't be able to just sit there.
As to how to spend it. Will you choose to?
Oh, I watched WrestleMania because it was there. If not, I would just sit there and probably just relax.
I hate that.
Oh shit. How to spend money.
Spend some of it to buy gifts for my loved ones. Do a house renovation. 3. Use it to pay off the bills and that student loan. Oh yeah. And 4. Save it all for my offspring.
2.
I'm gonna say 2 too.
Save it all for my offspring. That's hilarious.
Fuck buying gifts though. Fuck that. Paying off the bills, fam.
You're not paying off the bills.
Question 2. Taking responsibility. Now, be honest with this one. When you make a mess, what do you do about it? 1.
I bench the
leave
bitch.
it. Someone else will take care of it. 2. Offer to clean it, hoping to hear a no. 3. Silently clean it. It's my fault after all. 4. Silently clean it, because who else will do it?
4.
A mess you made? I'm gonna say 3. I don't see the difference.
Well, 1 is cleaning it because you have to, and 1 is cleaning it because no one else will.
And finally, question number 1. The meaning of life.
No, I'll say 3.
So, what's the meaning of life? That's a philosophical one, we know. But what did you expect the grand finale to be? Pick an option, which seems to be the right one at the moment. Number 1, to be happy. Number 2, it is the stairway to success. Number 3, ask me another. Number 4, to struggle. That is the meaning of life.
Yeah, 1. That baby looks happy as fuck.
That baby looks like he just got his nuts licked.
Jeez, Jay. Can't say that.
He did though.
With the test.
I was thinking of something else.
Then do your math and find
forgot
out
what
what
it
your
was.
real mental age is. 10 to 19 points, 9 years old.
Oh shit, hold on, wait. I'm gonna add these up real quick. Don't look. I'm gonna surprise you.
Get the fuck out of my house! What are you doing in my house? Well, we're gonna play some Hellblade. Are you looking at? Have we seen the whatchamacallit?
You got 19, I got 22.
So I'm right.
You're a fucking 9-year-old emotionally.
10 to 19 points.
That's you. That's you.
A cute little child at heart.
Aww.
You're energetic,
Aww.
interested in everything, and open-hearted. You react emotionally to every event in your life. You need people to share it all with, and a fluffy unicorn to cuddle with.
Oh, what is this? What is that? A tight, the little tight ball sack up there.
Points, 15 to 19 years old.
This is not me.
Hello there, teenage soul. You are seeking
this is
new
me.
options. You want to riot, conquer the world, and explore yourself and the people around you.
I think I'm here. I think
This
there
is
is
the
some
period when
answers
you
that...
want to find your place in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, this is for sure me. 15, 19.
30 to 33 points. 20 to 29 years old.
Mind you, I'm 20, so I'm just coming out of
Your
that.
true personality is formed. You always know what to do, but you also perfectly remember how to have fun, which is no less important, right?
I don't understand. I feel like this test is bogus.
34 to 37 points, 29 to 55 years old.
All this is answering the
Your
last.
mind level is middle-aged. You know that
Relaxing
you're
for
responsible
sure.
for what we do, and you don't allow your emotions to rule your mind.
Or vacation like
It's a
this.
great age for intellectual activity,
you
for
answered-
self-realization,
For relaxing?
career, family life, or
But
both.
I didn't
This is
answer
your
like
time to shine.
2-2. I did 3. You did 2. I did 3. You did 2. 3-4. 3-4. It's mainly the 3-4
38 to
stuff
40 points,
was the difference.
55 and older. The age of stability, when you
Yeah.
don't have to prove anything to anyone and know how to live for
We have
yourself.
some young ass minds.
You wear
You're a
no
5-year-old though.
and
I
always
disagree
stay
with
yourself.
that. Because
Such
if
a
you go back,
philosophical attitude keeps you away
I feel like a
from
20-year-old
unwanted
would choose
thoughts
a
and
lot of that
complexes.
shit.
The golden days. Now,
21-year-old
are you
chooses
happy
to
with your
drink.
results? Do you find them accurate?
Do you find them
Are you happy with your
If
results?
it was like a
Do you
burger or
find them
juicy
accurate?
steak, I'd be
We
like,
have
oh,
a
a
whole
steak.
comment section to discuss the test. Feel free to do it.
Actually, it's a bad game.
Finally, remember this nugget of wisdom, which
Personality chest video.
Hi everyone. We're sure you've always wanted to know about your true personality, the real one. Not the one that smiles to its colleagues and neighbours, and neither the one that tries to be the smartest one in the classroom. We're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about your
Hermione.
inner self, the true personality
Hermione.
that controls your
Hermione.
choices, actions, and
My name's
decisions.
Hermione.
Today we have prepared a few psychological tests for you to know more about yourself
Yeah, let's see.
and understand yourself better, or maybe to start
Let's,
thinking about
turn
your
this
own
to
life.
like,
But we should remind you that we're no
PlayStation
professional
View. I
psychologists
wonder
at
if they'll
all,
let me
so
play
the
PlayStation
result
View.
is not a final diagnosis
I was about
of your
to say.
psyche. So, are you ready to know the horrible truth? Here are a few personality tests for you. Let's get it on.
Your mind.
Here's my warehouse.
A and B. And now, my friends, you have to make 5 very difficult choices. We really hope you won't have to make this kind of decision in real life.
Oh, do you have to write these
It will
down?
really get you thinking.
I'm going.
So here you have 5 questions, and you have to answer either A or B. After thinking for some time, choose only one option, and then answer the next question.
Okay.
Once you're over with the test, we'll make a conclusion based on your answers. So remember which letter you chose the most. Let's go. Imagine that you met the guy or the girl of your dreams, and you have the chance to live a long, happy life with him or her. And imagine that you're walking around and find a case with a lot of money, let's say $100 million. Now tell us, which would you choose?
The
Love
girl.
of your life
Fuck
or
the money.
love of money?
The money.
Oh, okay, so you
Now
gotta be a
answer
good
this
day.
simple question. What would you prefer? Live your life among people that hate you, or live the rest of your life alone?
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite TV show? We know you do, and you probably spend a lot
Hey,
of time
Jake.
watching it. Also, we think you're a hearty eater. All these delightful snacks and cookies are calling you from the
Just
shelves
Hamish.
at the store. But now you have to make a choice. To not be able to watch your favourite show, or to eat only mayonnaise for a week.
B. What about you?
People
I
often
think
say that
it's
the
only
inner
a week.
world is the most important.
Exactly.
I think it's only not eating mayonnaise for a week. If it was like, oh, you can't eat mayonnaise for, you can only eat mayonnaise, or you can never watch your show. They just said never watch your show, so it could be anything.
Never watch your favorite shows. What they said.
Never watch your favorite show?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's never watch your favorite show compared to eating mayonnaise for a week. I'd eat mayonnaise for a week, then I could eat whatever I wanted.
Yeah. So B.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
Oh yeah, I agreed with you.
Oh.
About a person, and the looks are just.
Well, that was mine. I was like, well, one of them has a
what would you prefer?
has an end.
Yeah.
Has an end of end in sight.
Soul, but not a beautiful face, or to see a cutie bimbo next to you, but to suffer from the stupidity in their head.
I'm sorry. What was that? It was pretty much like an ugly girl.
Someone who has pretty
What would
face.
you prefer? To live a life with a person with a beautiful soul, but not a beautiful face, or to see a cutie bimbo next to you, but to suffer from the stupidity in their head.
I don't know. That ass was banging. You said A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this last question will probably make you think. What would you choose? Killing yourself in order to save lots of other people,
B.
or killing others in order to save yourself?
A.
B.
Jeez, Jalen.
Okay, now you've answered all the questions, it's time to know the truth. If there are more letter A in your answers, it means you're a kind and decent person. You enjoy caring about other people.
Okay, so you're a fucking psychopath.
But if you chose more B's, you're a bit selfish, to be honest. You think about other people only when you're done with your own problems, and not even then sometimes. Choosing from 4 options. Here we have a picture showing the silhouettes of 4 women of different colours. You have to choose the one that looks older than the rest. We know you can't see their faces, and it's difficult to define their age, of course. But you should trust your 6th sense and take a guess. When you're done, we're going to tell you what kind of person you are, and even give you a little lecture about the bugs in your head. Obviously, some of these ideas might be far from the truth, for some at least, but many of you are going to be pleased to know some secrets about your inner self.
This one was older.
So, are you ready?
Fuck!
Let's see then. So, are you ready? Let's see then.
I don't fucking know.
So, are you ready? Let's see then.
You have one?
If you chose the green girl, number 1, you're definitely a committed realist. If it sounds confusing, we're going to explain to you what that means. You always finish what you've started, even if something goes wrong along the way. Or if you just think about starting something interesting, you always put your ideas.
It was between 1 and 4, but I think ultimately I chose 4.
With what other people say to you, and you never let them fool you. You ask for proof instead, and only then you calm down and let your brain process the information. Also, you take any changes very well and adjust to them as well. The next is number 2, a beautiful blue girl. If you chose her because she's seen the oldest to you, then listen closely. Your personality is the opposite of the previous number. No, hold on, don't get upset. Most likely you're quite a stubborn person too, because you don't want to accept opinions different to yours. It seems like a pretty nice feature, but people around tend to dislike it. Well, what are you going to do? People are usually too squeamish, but hey, do you still feel sad? Now don't.
I thought 3 looked the youngest, to be honest.
It's determination. You always do whatever it takes to achieve a
thought
goal, so your
youngest
ill
she was
wishes
black.
should be afraid, because
I'm not
you
gonna
can
say
raise
she's
them to
black.
the ground
She's
like an express
100%
train.
She has an afro.
She's 100%.
You definitely have some hidden gift inside you. Don't know it yet? Then you should look inside yourself and try to find it. After that, show it to your friends and family. Maybe you can wave your ears while standing on your head. Who knows? Besides, you have another cool skill. You can think outside the box. So maybe you could become a great scientist, a writer, or a musician. If you work hard to improve your skills, you can easily become famous or be a celebrity. However, you must remember, if you do become famous, don't get cocky. Now let's see what's up with the fourth one. If you chose her, it probably means you have a lot of problems in your life. But in spite of that, you don't think that they will solve themselves in one day, and then you will rest. It's quite the opposite. You prefer to deal with them one by one without rushing. Also, you don't expect any gifts from the universe. Instead, you enjoy the little things. So even the simplest things like the sun in the sky, a good sandwich, or a good grade can cheer you up for a whole day.
I think I'm 1 and 4 for sure. When it comes to achieving your goals, it usually takes you longer than other people, because unlike many of them, you act honestly. But it's a good thing to be a decent person, isn't it?
Of course, I can't be a decent person and be a fucking
was really interesting for you to find out something new about yourself.
No, you can. In different aspects. Like a relationship, you could be a decent person, but like by yourself in like a strange full of crowds, you could be selfish.
I guess when it's a lot of people I don't know, I can.
So I don't really think you could like broadly say, "Oh, I'm selfish." I think you have to put yourself in certain scenarios to determine in that scenario what you really are.
Let's ask you to look at this picture and give it a thought. You can see 4 completely different characters on it. The question is, whom would you help first? To be honest, it was
fucking baby
for us too, because we wanted to help all, but we just don't have that many hands. So, what would be your choice?
No, I'll probably help 3. Here's the broken leg.
We hope you all found the person that deserves your help. Now it's time to hear the interpretation.
You said 1? No, you switched.
Oh shit, never mind. I thought it went 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you want to
congratulate you. You're a very decent and well-educated person, and you respect the old traditions from the past. Before you make a big decision, you tend to think about it first, so you don't shoot in the dark. But you have a trait that can bother you. You can't stand the injustice of the world. You can't say no when you're always ready to help. So don't be surprised when you're told to wash the blackboard and water the flowers again and again. You have to learn to say no to people. If your first option was this poor baby crying in the middle of the room, you are a sensible dreamer.
You saw it. My first option was 1, 2, and then I saw the picture. I was like, oh shit, he has a broken leg.
Rose-coloured glasses are some of the things that you hear all the time. We're right, aren't we? Then maybe you should stop being so nice to everyone. But this is definitely a good trait. You are a great friend and you never leave your loved ones in trouble. That's why your friends feel calm and secure with you. Did you feel bad for the poor guy with the crutches who can barely stand? Then you're probably the life and soul of the party. You don't like to bustle about, and you never do more than you have to. Well, if nobody asked you, of course. You're a natural leader, and people similar to you are attracted to you like a magnet. Now, tell us, did you recognize yourself after your last amazing party when you saw this guy? And finally, the 4th character, the confused nurse that apparently can't control her own hands. Well, if you chose her, you are an outgoing and optimistic person that enjoys life and doesn't get upset over some minor things. You easily find an approach to every person, and also you don't like to do extra jobs. Your curious personality loves adventures and hates being locked up inside 4 walls. The passion towards the unknown sounds exciting, but be careful. Who knows where it might take you?
I think that describes me more than all of them.
Who would you save?
Probably.
This is the shortest and at the same time the most difficult test. Here on the screen there is a picture of a man and a woman. Imagine these are your parents and they're in a terrible situation.
Definitely the woman.
As you might have guessed already, the question is, whom would you save? Take your time before answering.
100% the woman. There's no time.
He said there's no time. They're burning. Here's some water.
So, you ready? Actually, the answer's very simple. You can't choose between your parents. If you thought just like we, you can call yourself a good child because you love your mum and dad equally. But if you really did choose one of them, then maybe you should think what's wrong with your life and start spending more time with
How about this, my god? How about that shit? How about that nigga's a fucking scumbag?
Guys, it's time to recharge your brain.
That's hilarious.
The channel Brain Time.
Did they not think of that?
He calls you. You just said you have a problem.
Positive energy and tons of useful information. Subscribe right now. We promise it's going to be really exciting. Thanks for watching. please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right.
In social networks for the millennials, for everyone, everybody. Five myths that you still believe.
Hi everyone, we are Expectations Straight. The 5-second rule. You're stretching your arm to get some more of your favourite snack, and... oh no, what the hell? It fell on the floor. But that's okay. If you take it off the floor really quickly, the microbes won't take over your food. It's pretty innocent, doesn't it? And it looks like nobody saw you picking your food up from the floor, so mischief managed. But hold on.
That's just fucking gross.
I thought it was a real thing for
Turns out the germs don't really wait 3 or 5 seconds before attacking the fallen piece of food. They do it right away. Yes, we know it's a terrible behaviour, but what can we do?
But I thought it was for ants, like
Rubber
poppy
tires.
seeds.
Do you think that rubber tires can somehow save your car from being hit by lightning?
Yes.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, but this is just a myth too. And thousands of people believe in it for some reason.
Guys
Of
got
course,
fucking
if you
shocked
end up in
me
the
at
middle of a
boots
storm,
on.
it's much safer to be inside the car than outside. The vehicles themselves provide a great protection from lightning, but not because of rubber tires and their mystical superpowers. When the lightning hits the car, it gets into the metal frame that protects the passengers by being a current conductor and carrying the charge to the ground. So beware of convertibles and motorcycles. Most likely they will protect you from lightning, even with the most expensive rubber
so I couldn't see, but it either hit right here
Brain
or on
cells
the hood.
don't regenerate.
Mom said, "Ooh,
we really wanted to tell you this. Brain cells regenerate alright, and quite quickly too. However, until 1960, scientists and ordinary people too were convinced that brain cells couldn't regenerate whatsoever. Well, unless you were a Wolverine or some other gene X carrier. Fortunately, experts from the US and Sweden universities busted this popular and terrifying myth. They proved that the brain tissues have an amazing superpower. They can separate and replace old parts that can't function anymore. So don't worry, you won't wear your brain out. Vaccines and autism. No. Vaccinating children doesn't cause autism-like disorders.
That's been the thing. That's the
really.
I thought that was true too.
Why would it cause autism?
Because I guess some people have different reactions to it, and like how if you get the vaccine, you can actually get it. You know, some people actually get it.
But we don't have a cure for autism.
No, we don't.
But it was too late.
So if you get injected with, like, let's say, hepatitis C or some shit like that, right?
It's a dead virus.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, oh, you're retarded.
Acids.
Like this shit, yeah, but then there's HIV virus. Oh, retarded.
It's terrifying just to think about what can happen if even a little drop falls on your skin. But we're going to reveal a secret for you. Actually, most acids are pretty weak, and they usually aren't sold pure, so they can't harm human skin. Of course, there are plenty of dangerous solutions like hydrochloric, azotic, and sulfuric acids. Criminals usually use them, so you're not likely to find it just lying around. Sugar rush. We know your parents often tell you that you can't eat too many sweets, and not only because they can cause damage to your teeth or spoil your appetite before dinner, but because lots of sweets in your diet can affect your activity. In other words, if you treat yourself to a chocolate bar or a piece of candy before going to bed, it's possible you won't be able to sleep, or you can even start running around the house, scaring the hell out of your cat, fish, and downstairs neighbours. So, if you still believe in this myth, here's a revelation for you. Some time ago, the American Medical Association conducted various tests, and about 16 scientists couldn't find a connection between human behaviour and sugar use. So, if you like to eat some sweet snacks before going to bed, don't worry, stay calm and keep eating.
And being
the full moon makes people go nuts. Actually, a full moon can affect people, only if they're werewolves. Well, you know, right? Fur all over the body, sharp teeth, wolf paws, and a huge dislike for the potions professor. In all the long and rich history of humankind, The moon was attributed a lot of magic features and a strong connection with otherworldly forces, and believe us, the human wolves are the most innocent among this bunch of monsters. But in spite of all these creepy and mysterious myths, official science could never find any major connection between moon phases and human behaviour. Yes, many criminals tried to justify themselves by telling they couldn't resist the moonlight, but their statements were totally made up. The highest mountain. Now tell us, which is the highest mountain on Earth? No, you didn't guess? It's not Everest. Because that's 29 feet high, which is almost
the dun. I was like, fuck.
We're talking about the Mauna Kea volcano in Hawaii.
Oh, Mauna
is
Kea.
33,474 feet high, so it's obviously the first one in the list of the highest places on Earth. But how come nobody knows about it? The thing is that the biggest part of Mauna Kea is
under
located
the water.
Underwater. So technically, this is a semi-underwater mountain, but this doesn't change the impressive height, does it? Big Ben. If you believe that Big Ben is this big watchtower, the symbol of the United Kingdom, which you can find on lots of souvenirs and gift stuff, then, well, actually this is just another myth, which is pretty much what people believe in. Big Ben is really the nickname of the huge 14-ton bell behind the scale plate of the gigantic watch, so this bell marks the time. No. But nobody would name a whole tower after just one bell, so for a long time it's been called St. Stephen's Tower, until 2012 when it's changed its name officially. Now it didn't become Big Ben to simplify tourists' life, it got the name of Elizabeth Tower, to honour the Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth.
So they did
the highest waterfall. Here's another trick question. Which waterfall is the tallest? Of course, it's not Niagara Falls and not even Angel Falls.
I'm gonna check out my team right now.
We're talking about an underwater waterfall. And don't be so surprised, this is real. This nameless waterfall is
fucking overall to say they're in the playoffs. Fuck everybody.
And it's located
what does that mean, Jalen?
Straight between Greenland and
Iceland. What's the average? Like, what do you want the overall to be?
Okay, so their overall last check was 80 something. It needs to be 85 or 86. They're in the playoffs. They're proving themselves. They beat Kansas City.
Don't believe it.
What I want is I want my overall to be higher than Kansas City.
Alright? Now
that's fair, right?
That's fair.
I'm not asking too much. I'm not asking to be better than the Patriots. I'm not asking to be better than your team. I just want to be better than the team I beat. You know? So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do here. We're gonna look at the Kansas City Chiefs. We're gonna look at the Tennessee Titans. If the Titans are lower, I'm beating that ass.
Whose ass are you beating? Tip top might save your life one day.
Secret phone features. Start using right away.
You'll use these in a couple of years.
Only a Jesus can solve these.
Hello everyone. As you probably already stir your brain up a little. Well, why not? After all, you want solving way. Let's get down to business. Here we have 7 logic puzzles. Let's get it on.
Good at logic.
Prisoners in hats. 4 prisoners are sentenced to death. 2 of them have white hats and 2 of them have black hats. The men don't know the colour of their own hats. The criminals are lined up one after each other in such a way that prisoner number 1 can see prisoners number 2 and number 3. Prisoner number 2 can see prisoner number 3. Prisoner number 3 doesn't see
I think you say
anyone.
what you see in
Prisoner
front of you.
number 4 doesn't see anyone either. Why is this happening? Well, the judge promised freedom to the prisoner that could name the colour of his hat. So the question is, who was the first to name the colour of their hat?
1.
No. I think it's 4. No. It's 2. No, I think it's 4. I don't fucking know. I think it's
1. Or we don't say anything. You'd have to take a guess. 1 has the most information.
You have to think really hard in order to solve this puzzle. If you manage to do it, congratulations. But for those who couldn't find the answer, we're going to reveal it right now. The 4th and the 3rd prisoners don't see anything in offended them, so they keep silence. The first prisoner sees 2 hats of different colours. The second prisoner has a white hat, and the third prisoner has a black hat. Therefore, he has either a white hat or a black hat, so he doesn't know what to say and remains silent. The second prisoner understands that the first prisoner doesn't know the colour of his hat. Therefore, he concludes that the first prisoner can't figure out the colour of his hat, because the prisoners before him have hats of different colours, and therefore he is the first to say the correct colour of his hat, which is white. Difficulties on the road.
That makes sense.
I guess.
Now your brain's all warmed up, which means you're willing to solve more of our puzzles. So here goes. A man has been driving for a long time. Then he hit glass and pierced a wheel. To continue his journey, the man has to change the wheel, but while changing the wheel, he unfortunately dropped all 4 nuts in the sewage. It was impossible to get them out. The driver had already decided that he was stuck on the road forever, but then a child passing by gave him advice on how to fix the wheel. The driver followed his advice and drove to the nearest tyre centre. And here's the question. What did the child tell the man that he couldn't think of himself?
I don't fucking know. The closest tire shop? I don't fucking know.
What was the answer?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Nearest tyre centre. 4 nuts in this. Difficulties. Now your brain's all warmed up, which means you're willing to solve more of our puzzles. So here goes. A man has been driving for a long time. Then he hit glass and pierced a wheel.
Just so we can see.
To
Our
continue
overalls
his
are the
journey, the man
same.
has to change the wheel.
Yeah,
But while
bitch.
changing the wheel, he unfortunately dropped
I
all
do,
4 nuts
but-
in the sewage. It was impossible to get them out. The driver had already decided that he was stuck on the road forever, but then a child passing by gave him advice on how to fix the wheel. The driver followed his advice and drove to the nearest tyre centre. And here's the question. What did the child tell the man that he couldn't think of himself?
That you could still drive without the fucking bolts, I'm assuming? I don't fucking know.
So a bolt fell off?
Well, I guess bolts and nuts fell off. I guess. I don't fucking know. And fell into the sewage drain. He was like, well, I'm fucked. I don't need to say
Well, probably the way you start it up. You don't have to start it up the way, you don't have to have all of them.
The answer's much easier than you think. The child only told him to take out 1 nut from the remaining 3 wheels and use them to fix the 4th. The robbery. Mrs. Smith went to the police and told them that someone had stolen her antique necklace. The police went to the crime scene and found that there were no signs of forced entry on the door or windows, and only 1 window was broken. There was total chaos inside the house, and the entire floor was covered in dirty footprints of someone's shoes. The next day, Mrs. Smith was accused of fraud. Why do you think that happened?
Now, I already know why this happens, because this bitch is because they listen to this.
Okay.
The reason why
you'll get a kick out of this. Okay.
Because the reason why is because this bitch.
Get the fuck out of here.
This bitch is dumb as fuck. She broke the glass from the inside, so all the glass fell outside. So when the police were searching inside, they're like, "Why is there glass outside? Like someone busted from the outside or from the inside." So they arrested that bitch. If you're on the outside breaking in glass, the force is gonna make the glass go forward.
You can't.
The police quickly realised that the owner of the house was misleading them, because the glass could only be broken from the inside. Otherwise, the fragments would be on the floor inside the room. Quite simple, isn't it?
Oh, but what?
Pills. We hope you want to solve all the riddles till the end, because the most interesting is still ahead. The cunning serial killer kidnapped some people and hid them in some dark basement. He then called them to the table and made them take 1 of 2 pills. According to him, the first pill was harmless, and the second would immediately kill the person. The kidnapped person had to choose 1 pill, and the killer would drink the other pill. Thus, the victims could get out alive and make their own choice. However, the result was always the same. The kidnapped person would choose 1 pill, drink the water, and die immediately, and somehow the killer would always end up taking the harmless pill. Now the question, how come the killer never chose the poisoned pill?
Why?
Wait, go back and explain it? Or could you explain it?
I can explain it. I know
Okay,
why.
explain it.
It's because the poison.
No. Tell me what the question was.
Oh, the question was, how come every time the killer guessed, or the killer never died from the poison pill, or he never chose the poison pill?
Did the other person die?
Yeah.
Did the killer place the poison pill? It just sounds like a dumb.
So the killer. The thing is, the killer's done this multiple times with other victims, and he's yet to die from the poison. Right. So,
but he's the one who places it. He's the killer. So he knows this is the one. This is the other one. So if you take the other one, I'm not taking that shit. That's what I would assume. Like.
Choice. However, the result was always the same. The kidnapped person would choose one pill, drink the water, and die immediately, and somehow the killer would always end up taking the harmless pill.
Because he doesn't ever take a pill.
How come the killer never chose the poison?
That's not it? I would assume because the person dies immediately, no one would know that he never took a pill. You know what it is? What is it?
It's the water. He always poisons his water. The poison was in the water the whole time.
That nigga finessed you. Bro, oh my god. He said, bro, let me tell you, this is a game. He said this is a game. This nigga said this is a game. Look, there's 2 pills. You will live if you guess the right pill. Nigga, you gonna die regardless.
He said, "Have some water to take it down."
Once upon a time, there was a mighty king with no sons or daughters. The king was very ill, so he had to choose an heir to his throne. So he sent some messengers to the city and told them to bring to the castle the 10 most beautiful and intelligent children they could find. It was done. And in a few hours, the 10 boys and girls were standing before the king. In order to choose his successor, the king gave each child a seed and said that within a month, they had to come back to the castle and show the plant they managed to grow. The king would then choose the most beautiful plant, and the owner would be the future king or queen. After that, all of them went away, and the king waited for the important day. A month later, the children arrived at the palace. Each of them had an incredibly beautiful plant. Only one girl came empty-handed and said that she couldn't do it. Seeing this, the king immediately chose her as his successor. And now here's the question. Why did the king make this decision?
Because she was honest. I know it's a riddle, or like, but that's
probably. I didn't really listen to all of it. Besides, they had to go get a plant that he liked.
So they had seeds, and all of them had seeds, and they all had to plant a seed for a month.
I know what it is. The reason why is because that seed can't be planted on that season or whatever.
Oh, so everyone
fakes
else lies.
Besides that girl, I think I've heard of this one before. So he chose her.
So I was kind of right.
You were right.
At first, we couldn't understand it either. Turns out that the king originally gave the children seeds that wouldn't grow, and the girl who came with empty hands was the only one who didn't lie to the king, so she was chosen. Hotel thief. One day, a woman was staying in a hotel room when she heard a knock at the door. She carefully opened the door and saw a man. After a few seconds of silence, the stranger apologized and said that he thought it was his room. After closing the door, the woman immediately called the police and said that there was a thief in the hotel. So why did she do that?
I'm sorry, I didn't listen to this one. You got it though?
He gave the children
I think I know this one too.
Hotel thief. One day, a woman was staying in a hotel room when she heard a knock
USB
at the door.
device not
She carefully opened the door and saw a man.
Yeah, I know this one too. Jeez, we're fucked.
Just unplug and plug back in now.
Just unplug both of them.
Why? Ours, the camera's still doing fine.
Yeah, but we have to unplug the camera first.
Did it unplug from here though? No. Yeah, I think it unplugged from here.
Yeah.
But no, because I wouldn't be seeing it if it was. Let me check it.
Sweet home Alabama. Yes, sir.
So it should be live. Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to unplug everything.
Right.
Fuck it.
Well, try unplugging that and plugging it back in and see what happens first. Or not.
Want that?
No, and then just see what happens if you unplug one of them and see what happens. But now you're gonna have to do it that way.
Sweet home Alabama. Alright, this should be good.
Your fucking vibration is hella hard, bro.
I know, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get it. There we go. I had a little bit of technical difficulties, not really. We're just fixing some stuff.
Bro, this is not that quarterback. Your ass. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Brissett is not the quarterback to be doing this shit.
Alright, we're good.
Brissett should not be throwing off his fucking back foot.
Jeez! Who's Brissett?
Brissett is this nigga's quarterback. Look at him.
He's talking. He has a mic. Brissett. I know this one too.
And after a few seconds of silence, the stranger apologized.
Okay, so listen to this. This one you gotta listen to.
At first, children seeds that wouldn't grow, and the girl who came with empty hands was the thief. One day, a woman was staying at a hotel.
One day, a woman was
hotel thief. One day, a woman was staying in a hotel room when she heard a knock at the door. She carefully opened the door and saw a man. After a few seconds of silence, the stranger apologized and said that he thought it was his room. After closing the door, the woman immediately called the police and said that there was a thief in the hotel. So, why did she do that?
Pause.
I know why.
I'm trying to think. So a man walked up to her door, knocked on the door. They sat there awkwardly, and he said, "I think I have the wrong room." Left.
Yeah.
Cause she is the thief.
No. How did she know he was the thief?
Oh, so she already knows he's a thief.
She knew after that conversation.
Did he knock on the door?
Yeah.
Is there something that's not being told?
No, it's being told.
Okay, it's already being told.
Yeah.
The moment of silence.
So.
You tell me.
So the thief goes, knocks on the door, and she answers, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, this was my room," and then leaves. Then she shuts the door and immediately calls the police.
She could have seen him something before.
No.
Shuts the door and immediately calls the police. She hasn't seen him. Because in order for you to get the wrong room, you'd have to... Right?
What?
In order for you to get the wrong room, you'd have to be like... I don't know.
You're on the right track.
In order for you to get the... Like, so the room... In order for you to get the wrong room, you'd have to go to a specific room. Not only that, if any room next to her got robbed, that would make sense. She could have heard.
That's not it.
They just fucked this man. They just fucked this man deep in the ass. Oh my god!
How?
That was not a fumble. I don't care what nobody says.
Fucking take a knee.
That was not a fucking fumble, bro. He got fucked in the ass, bro.
He better fucking.
What?
He's challenging?
You could. You fucking can.
Why?
What's the challenge, nigga? They're like, hey, that was...
The booth's gonna challenge it.
No, they won't, bro.
They're gonna challenge it.
Look at this shit. They ain't challenging yet. That's fucked up. You need to look at that.
Oh my god. Now you can't do anything about it.
That was fucked up. You need to look at that. That was not okay. So, the thief goes in the room.
So the thief goes, knocks on the door, and then she answers it. He says, "Oh, sorry, I thought this was my room," and then leaves. And then she shuts the door, and immediately calls the police.
I honestly don't know.
Okay, so the reason why she says that. Okay, so first of all, when I first heard of this, I was like, okay, this nigga said that was his room, but yeah, this nigga's going down the elevator, like, kiss my fucking ass. You don't go to the wrong floor.
How do you know he went down the elevator?
Well, because the one I watched, he went up the elevator or whatever. He came through the elevator, went to her room and knocked or whatever. And then he said, "Oh, wrong door," or "I thought this was my room," and then left out the elevator or whatever. And I was like, first of all, I call bullshit that this nigga fucking damn got him. I was like, I call bullshit that this thief got the wrong door from the elevator. Like you didn't go to the wrong level and then go downstairs. So that's what I thought it was. But that was wrong. It was what he said when he knocked on the door. He said, "Oh, I thought this was my room." No nigga knocks on their door.
Oh damn! I didn't even think of that.
You know,
because that's what I was thinking. I was like, he knocked. Because if you went back and watched, I said he knocked on the door.
Yeah. Like,
and I was like, but that wouldn't tip off to her that he got the wrong room.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know what I mean. That wouldn't tip it off to her. So that's where I kind of got fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, he knocked. Like for sure he knocked. Because if he would have put his card in, then I would have like he would have opened. You know what I mean?
So like, what the fuck did he knock for?
I did catch that. But I didn't know what it was. I guess. But I don't think that bitch would know either. Honestly.
Really could just skip that.
The answer to this riddle is simple and lies in its conditions. If the man had already thought that it was his room, he would at least try to open the door with his key, or enter, instead of knocking. 3 doors. And now it's time for the grand finale, which will make you strain your brain really hard. A man was locked in the basement with a 3-day food supply and a bucket of water. In order to get out of the basement, he needs to use one of the 3 doors before him. Behind one of them, there's a 10-foot-high fire. Behind the second door, there's a mama bear guarding its cub. Behind the third door, there's a lake with hungry crocodiles. So here's the question. What door must the prisoner choose to get out of the basement alive? Think hard. It's no easy task.
2.
I'd say 3.
What kind of crocodile is it? Just one?
He needs 2 doors. And now it's time for the grand finale, which will make you strain your brain.
He's picking one.
A man was locked in the basement with a 3-day food supply and a bucket of water. In order to get out of the basement, he needs to use one of the 3 doors before him. Behind one of them, there's a 10-foot-high fire. Behind the second door, there's a mama bear guarding its cub. Behind the third door, there's a lake with hungry crocodiles.
You're not gonna douse that 10-foot-high fire with a bucket of water. I'm sorry, you're not.
It's 10 feet high.
Yes, it's 10
shit. It's not long. It's high. I'm either picking 1 or 3 because of the supplies he has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the supplies he has, he can either douse the water
the thing with
or the hungry crocodile throw it. The bear's
gonna fuck you
territorial. You're fucked.
And you're by its cubs. It's gonna fuck you either way. Like you're dead. It's killing you because you're.
But like the problem with the lake is you don't know.
You don't know.
Like you don't know if you're like stepping right into a lake. What I would do, here's exactly what I do. Open door 1, throw the water. Water don't work, close that shit. Open door 2. See the bear, close that shit. Open door 3. Oh, okay, throw it.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I mean...
So here's the question. What door must the prisoner choose to get out of the basement alive?
I'm saying 3.
Hard. It's no easy task.
I need to say 1 or 3. I think it's 1 because of that fire, but...
Yeah, it could only just be 10 feet high. Well, be a very...
Yeah,
we don't know how big it is. But that bear would fuck you up.
And it could be a grease fire.
Damn, I'd be scared as fuck to swim with alligators.
I wouldn't do it. That's why I said 1 instantly.
He said it could be a grease fire.
Probably.
I'm gonna say 3.
Say 1,
well,
bitch.
If you're smart enough, you've chosen the first door. The mama bear protecting its cub is not going to leave the man alive, even if he were to offer them all of his food. And not everyone can cross a lake full of crocodiles. But getting through the fire is impossible, you might say. That's right, but the man can put out the fire using the water from the lake, and the bucket will come in handy. And he can distract the crocodiles with the food, so they won't stop him from filling the bucket with water. Well, did you solve all of our puzzles?
So you can open,
Share your results in the comments, and don't forget about the likes.
I mean, I was right still.
If you haven't checked Jelly Gummy Bear's channel yet, you should do it right away.
Jelly Gummy Bear channel? Oh, we're about to figure out who the fucking killer is. Lisa, Laura, or Laura?
Hello, everybody. Do you like them? If you can find Murder of an Aristocrat, The famous billionaire George Smith was killed on last Sunday night. Upon arriving at the scene, the police discovered that at the time of the murder there were 5 people in the house. Mr. Smith's wife, his personal cook, his butler, his house cleaner, and his gardener. During the interrogation, everyone told the cop what they were doing that night. Mrs. Smith was sitting by the fire reading a book. The cook was making breakfast. The butler was giving orders to the workers in the living room. The house cleaner was washing the dishes, and the gardener was watering the plants in the greenhouse. Immediately after the conversation, the police arrested the murderer. So, the question is, who murdered the billionaire, and how did the detectives discover the criminal?
Who murdered him?
The maid.
Why?
Or the cook.
All intents and purposes, I think you're right. I think it is the maid. I first doubted the gardener because, like, oh, this nigga doesn't have an alibi.
None of them have alibis. But one.
Not necessarily, because they're all in the house. He's outside of the house who could just roam freely. And if the butler's giving orders to everyone.
That's one alibi. What about the maid?
Well,
the maid
the right answer
but he would have
the cook. When we explained the murder, we told you the crime had occurred at night. However, the cook said he was making breakfast. We hope you saw the
you're right,
mystery.
that was the
Let's
thing.
move on.
That's my fault. I forgot about
Foolish
that.
murderer.
It was that. I thought it was the
A
maid.
detective was investigating a case at the hospital and was talking to a doctor in the waiting room. However, his conversation was interrupted after an alarmed man walked through the door and shouted aloud that someone had shot his wife. The perceptive detective asked the man to tell him what had happened. The man introduced himself as Mr. White and revealed that he was at work when his housekeeper called and told him that something terrible had happened to his wife, who was now in intensive care. After that, the man hung up and ran off to the hospital. As soon as Mr. White finished the story, the detective arrested him for trying to kill his wife. Now tell us, why did the detective come to this conclusion?
Someone shot my wife? Is that all that was said?
No. Okay, so I'm going to skip it back a little bit.
Hospital. As soon as Mr. White finished the story, the detective, who was now introduced himself as Mr. White and revealed that he was at work when his housekeeper called and told him that something terrible had happened to his wife, who was now in intensive care. After that, the man hung up and ran off to the hospital. As soon as Mr. White finished the story, the detective arrested him for trying to kill his wife. Now tell us, why did the detective come to this conclusion?
My nigga, you hung up, ran to the hospital. Come on, bro.
That's not the reason.
What's the reason?
The reason is that the maid called him and just said something terrible has happened. He didn't know what the fuck should have happened. The maid just said something terrible happened to your wife. She's in the hospital in intensive care. This nigga said my wife's been shot.
I mean, did they say what the maid said?
Yeah. Or he said what the maid said. And the fucking...
Well, it's time to reveal the answer. When Mr. White
Square!
He shouted
Oh,
shot.
I was going to, but I was afraid I had to say.
Because his housekeeper had only told him that something bad had happened to his wife. In short, Mr. White revealed too much information, and he was immediately arrested. Escape. A special detective had to find a criminal who had escaped from prison. The police officer knew the criminal was in one of the 3 adjacent houses, but he needed to discover the exact location so as to not alert the criminal. First, the detective took a picture of the houses from the air using a drone. Seeing the photo, the detective immediately discovered where the fugitive was hiding. Now, look at the image and tell us where the criminal is and how the detective figured it out.
The one I watched was B. But I was like, it can't be B. That's too fucking simple. It's too fucking simple. I was like, yeah, it's B. It's A because he parked his car so he can get a fast getaway. So get the fuck out of here if you don't stop. Yeah. Because all these cars are parked like that, so you'd have to back out and then go. This one you could just drive away.
I didn't think that. I thought just because that could have been that nigga's arm.
Get the fuck, you lying.
I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I thought that was that nigga's arm. I thought that nigga was acting like a tree.
The killer is in house A.
Fuck.
As he parked his
I'm
vehicle
dumb as fuck.
Random lynch.
romantic trip.
Random lunch got SK, nigga.
Jeez.
Oh, God. I swear. I swear
2
that's what I
days
thought.
later, however, Mr. Brown returned home alone.
Why am I getting
When he
some of these
arrived,
right?
he
Just by
immediately
guessing?
went to the police and told the detective that during his ascent to the mountains, his wife had had an accident and died. The next day, the detective went to Mr. Brown's house and arrested him for murdering his wife. The desperate man confessed to having committed the crime, not before asking the detective how he had solved the murder. However, the detective did not reveal the secret and only said that in the morning he had received a very interesting call from Mr. Brown's travel agent. The question is, what did the travel agent say to the detective?
He wasn't in the mountains.
Huh?
He wasn't in the mountains.
No, he was in the mountains.
He didn't bring his wife?
He was on the right track.
I don't know, other than he didn't bring his wife.
So they flew over to the mountains or whatever. It took him 2 days. His wife died, and I think he flew back and called the police. And the travel agent was like, "Oh, like what would the travel agent say to
We know this isn't an easy mystery.
the police?"
He didn't come back with his wife?
You're on the right track.
So he left, came
Him
back.
and his wife flew to the mountains. They did whatever they did. He bopped her.
Bop.
And he flew back and then called the police.
He acted fine, like nothing.
Think about when me and you went to Anaheim.
Oh, he had 2 tickets every time?
It's you're on the right track. But that's not it.
I don't fucking know.
You're really close.
Solved.
Just your numbers
However,
off.
if you think about it,
Oh, he only had 1 ticket back.
Yeah.
Nigga cheap as fuck. Nigga should have paid for the other ticket. What's wrong with you?
ticket for the return trip.
You fucking idiot, bro. What do you mean?
Kate and Alex
You're
lived in a
dumb
big house with
as
4 of
fuck.
their friends.
Tom
Mia,
double.
John,
That's K double
Maya,
fuck.
I didn't even
One
think
day
about the
after
fact
returning
that
from
this
work,
nigga would have
Alex
even
saw
done that.
Kate dead on the couch.
You know what I
and
mean?
immediately-
As a wife, if me and you went to Anaheim, I bought 1 tickets there and 1 for me back, and I was like, well, you knew. You would know instantly.
He probably told her though, like, "Oh, we just buy when we get there or whatever." You know, like we just get it.
Nah, bro. I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. Why
I'm
not,
not going.
why not buy it at the same time? I'm not going.
Oh, that's a fumble. That's a fumble 6. Oh no, it's not.
Oh my god.
They called
Look
the
at the
police.
time.
Detective
Why would
answered
you
the
do
call
some
and realised
dumb
that
shit?
Kate had died a few minutes ago. The police officer began interviewing the 4 friends who were at the time of the crime at home, and each one revealed what they'd been doing. Mia was in the kitchen. She'd returned home from work 2 hours earlier and immediately left for the kitchen. John was sitting with a book on a chair in the garden and hadn't been out there since the morning. Jennifer was swimming in the pool and interviewing the Jennifer. This isn't an easy mystery to solve. However, if you think about it, the travel agent told the detective that Mr. Brown bought 2 one-way tickets for his trip to the mountains, but only 1 ticket for the return trip. Friendly murder. Kate and Alex lived in a big house with 4 of their friends, Mia, John, Jennifer, and Jane. One day after returning from work, Alex saw Kate dead on the couch and immediately called the police. The detective answered the call and realized that Kate had died a few minutes ago. The police officer began interviewing the 4 friends who were at the time of the crime at home, and each one revealed what they'd been doing. Mia was in the kitchen. She'd returned home from work 2 hours earlier and immediately left for the kitchen. John was sitting with a book on a chair in the garden and hadn't been out there since the morning. Jennifer was swimming in the pool and had spent at least 3 hours there, and Jane was in her room drawing. After listening attentively to each person, the detective asked everyone to show their hands and immediately realized that one of them was lying and was actually the murderer. Now tell us, which of the young people is the killer, and how did the detective find out?
The third person who was swimming?
Yeah, that's that.
Because you can't be swimming for 3 hours and not have anything on your hands. You know, the water spots.
Mm-hmm. That's it too. It's the same riddles, but it's just like tweaked a little bit. It's a little bit tweaked. One of them was like, I think it was the I said, so they had drawings or whatever for the one I saw. And I said it was a nigga reading the book because his hands like looked dirty or whatever, and I was like,
the most relevant fact is that the detective examined.
But that's the one who I was going about. I was like, her
the
hands
killer
look too
was
clean.
Jennifer, because after staying in the pool for 3 hours, the skin on her hand should have been all wrinkled. However, the young woman showed the detective perfectly smooth hands. Police tragedy. On his day off, a police officer quarrelled with his wife and left home, leaving the keys and phone inside. When he returned home at night, he found there one of his colleagues, his frightened wife, and a dead man on the floor. The police officer asked his wife to tell them what had happened, to which she replied that she was sitting in the living room and heard the doorbell ring. She thought her husband had returned and opened the door, but instead of her husband, she saw a criminal who pushed her into the apartment, so she stabbed him with a knife in her hand. Upon hearing this, the police officer ordered his colleague, who was attending the emergency, to arrest his wife for planning his murder.
I know this.
Now, the question. How did the cop find out that his wife wanted to kill him?
Can you tell
Her
me?
into the apartment, so she stabbed him with
So the cop's colleague came home wearing, or I guess, okay, so the cop's wife called him saying that she killed someone who tried to break into her house, some shit like that. I don't know. So a robber tried to rob her, right? She told him that she heard knocking on the door and she opened the door and it was the robber. She stabbed him with the knife in her hand, and the police arrested the wife for attempted murder. Why so?
It has to do with the knock on the door. I feel. So someone knocked on the door?
I think it was like someone knocked on the door. Yeah, someone knocked on the door and she answered it. And then it was the robber. And she stabbed the robber with the knife in her hand.
She already had the knife in her hand?
Yeah.
That's weird. I would say that's why.
Yeah, that is why.
Because she already had the knife in her hand?
Yeah, she was planning on killing her husband. So that's why she already had the knife in her hand.
the knife in her hand. Upon hearing this, the police officer ordered his colleague, who was attending the emergency, to arrest his wife for planning his murder. Now, the question. How did the cop find out that his wife wanted to kill him? The police officer understood that his wife wanted to kill him because she went to open the door with a knife in her hand and thought he was the one who would come home.
Yeet.
Blood ties. Well, for dessert, we have a very complicated mystery.
Is that Robbie Downey Jr.?
On one occasion, a millionaire died at his home of a gunshot to the forehead.
Oh, shit!
The man had 3 daughters, Lisa, Lara, and Laura. The detective interviewed his daughters, whom he found upon arrival at the crime scene. Lisa revealed that that night, she, Lara, and her father were at the theatre. They came home and entered the living room. First their father, followed by Lara, and then Lisa herself. When the father reached the staircase on the 2nd floor, Laura entered the house and shot her father. Lara confirmed Lisa's words to the point. Then the detective asked Laura where she had been that night, while the others were in the theatre. Laura said she was visiting her friends that afternoon. When she came home, her father was already dead. After hearing Laura's story, the detective immediately discovered who killed the millionaire. Well, you probably already have an idea, so tell us, who is the killer, and how did the detective find out?
Is it her?
You think it's that easy?
Yeah.
No.
He killed himself.
No.
The first girl.
No.
Laura.
No.
How not?
There's three daughters.
Yes.
Laura, Lisa, and Lara. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
The third daughter was out with her friends and came home. Laura and Lisa, so 1 and 2, said that 3 came home and killed their father.
She said she was out with her friends all day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they said see, the problem is all the else.
Yeah, so just do it by numbers.
So I'm going to call 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, 3 is...
1 went in the room first. 2 went in... No, the dad went in the room.
Yeah.
1 went in the room.
And
2 went
2.
in the room. 3 was already there and shot.
No, 3 came in behind and shot.
With a gun?
Mm-hmm.
That don't even sound right. What? So I believe 3's story. The mom was already
did find out. Laura's story. to the point. Then the detective asked first their father, followed by Lara, and then Lisa herself. When the father reached the staircase on the second floor, Laura entered the house and shot her father. Lara confirmed Lisa's words to the point. Then the detective asked Laura where she had been that night, while the others were in the theatre. Laura said she was visiting her friends that afternoon. When she came home, her father was already dead. After hearing Laura's story, the detective immediately discovered
the first two girls both killed her.
Solved it. Here's the right answer so you can verify your assumptions. After careful thought, the detective realized that Lisa and Lara were lying and that they were the killers. After all, if Laura had shot her father, the bullet would have entered through the back of her head because her father was climbing the stairs and was standing on his back to the door.
I mean,
well, comrade, have you solved all of our riddles? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to give us a like, amazing gadgets,
not necessarily
upcoming technologies,
no, but
incredible invention.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I walked in right behind you,
the bitch was lying,
and then you turn around, or I don't know.
That bitch was lying. That's all I'm saying. That bitch was bald faced. Though both those bitches was lying. Bald face lies. Bold face lies.
What the fuck happened?
To what?
I'm winning, but I don't know what the fuck happened. Like this nigga.
What was the fumble? First of all.
No, that first fumble, then the second fumble.
Yeah. You just fucked him. Rip.
I don't know what happened.
Damn, Fortnite is hella trying to advertise.
I mean, they're big right now. Might as well advertise while you're big.
I think PlayStation should sign Fortnite to exclusive.
Fortnite won't take it.
I know.
That's inches. That was they didn't pass the first time. Fortnite doesn't actually like PlayStation at all.
Why?
Because they won't let them do sharing from PC, Xbox, and PS1 or PS2.
Yeah, fuck that.
Or you know what I mean.
Fuck that. Hey, Dobie to the face. Fuck that.
This nigga's trash, bro. This nigga's trash life, bro. Just say, ooh.
See, this is the one I watched. And they had like dialogue, so it was easier to like keep track of shit. Which is the same story. Who's the spy? Ooh, I haven't seen this. Let's start. The criminal's footprints. The bank robbery took place at 9 a.m. this morning. The robber had quickly escaped the scene before the police arrived. The police noticed clues left by the robber right away. They were mudded footprints on the street. Okay. I wish I had a pipe right now. But strangely, all of the roads in the city are paved with asphalt, and it didn't rain. Jay, we gotta sleep this. The police started their investigation and found three most suspicious men.
Obviously.
The police questioned each one of them, and the first one is Peter. Hey, Peter, little piece of shit, you did that, huh? You dirty bastard. Where were you and what did you do at the robbery? Said the officer. I was sleeping at home because I had to stay up late last night, said Peter. The police asked for the second suspect, Martin. Alright, Martin taking selfies. Where were you and what did you do at the time of the robbery? Well, I was home playing games on my cell phone. Yeah, you were also taking selfies, weren't you? Robbing a bank and shit. Lastly, they tell Jack to come in. The nigga. Where were you at the time of the robbery? Shit, I was home watching my favorite show on TV. On the TV. After interrogation, the police were confused because they couldn't find the absurd thing in their testimonies. A while later, the police assistant comes in and says, "Sir, I have a map showing the locations of their houses." Oh shit, this is getting juicy. Do you want to have a look at it? Of course I want to have a look at it. Bring it, bitch. Okay, show me the map. We might find some clues from it. said the police officer. This is the map showing the locations of the suspect's house. So we have the bank, we have Jack's door, we have the fruit market, we have parking lot, we have Martin's house, we have the flower garden, we have Peter's house. Okay.
It's Peter.
After looking at the map, the police found out the culprit of the robbery right away. Who robbed the bank?
Peter. Peter.
I have to look at. It could be Peter. It could be. So far, it could be any three of these. I need to make sure. I see.
I'm gonna say
the footprints again. What?
They're coming out of the bank.
But where's the problem? Is where's the front of the bank? On the map.
Okay, look at the map.
So, but strangely, all the cities are paved with asphalt. Right. Okay.
So whoever it was went to Peter's house
at 9 a.m. this morning.
Okay, right. So bro, it's either shit, I don't fucking know.
He was at home watching my favorite TV show at 9 a.m. Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You sus as fuck, fam. Well, I was at home playing games on my cell phone at 5 a.m. That's possible, but fuck you.
9 a.m. That's more possible.
I was sleeping at home because I had stayed up late last night.
But the robbery happened in the morning.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was him at first. Cause I
okay.
Alright, go to the map. The map tells it all. So, look. In order... You're right.
So, let's see
this. Go from the bank, he went straight here.
It's either...
If that's where the bank is, he went straight.
This is my hypothesis. It's either... I think it's either Jack or Martin.
I don't think it can possibly be Martin. If the bank is here, he would have to go out that way.
Oh, so it's, you're right. It's either Peter. It's either Peter or Jack. The reason why is because I'm assuming these are closed, and this is open. This is like an open street. I'm assuming. I don't know. If this isn't the case, these bricks right here aren't open, and they're like buildings, then I'll say it's either between Martin and Jack, because he went straight to the other one.
I'm gonna say Jack. Because your favorite TV show is not coming on at 9. I think what happened is he went here, fucking around in that pussy garden, came out, walked into the bank, walked out.
No, he can't because all the streets are new pavement, so you can only make one transaction. If you make more, like you go here,
they're
you go
not
here.
New pavement.
Yeah, that's what the thing said. Or new asphalt. It has new asphalt.
No, but that's not the problem. The problem was there was mud. That was mud on the ground.
That was mud?
Yeah, that's mud on the ground. That's why I pinned it to those two. Someone had to have been in Jack's garden.
Oh, and it didn't rain. Oh, you're right.
So
mudded footprints. Wow.
So someone had to have been in.
Had to have been in the flower garden. So we're gonna blame Peter right now
because he has to leave through the flower garden to go up. Because this looks like a door.
Yeah.
He could have left through, go up, left out.
It has to, or. Yeah, mud. It has to be the flower garden.
But his statement's fucked.
He is. So 2 suspects is Jack or Peter.
Because if he wanted to rob the bank,
I think it's Peter.
He could have gone.
I think it's Peter.
I agree, but shit.
I'm gonna say Peter. I'm gonna risk it. Bringing Peter's bitch ass. Peter's the one who robbed the bank.
Okay, cool.
That bitch ass nigga. Yeah, over here. I knew it was you. I knew my brother was okay.
Oh, I thought his name was Martin.
No, Martin was the cell phone dude.
Well, then Peter was obviously the one.
Yeah, okay. Got that nigga. This nigga thought he was slick. He ain't slick, you fucking bitch. Hey, let's try. Let's open and shut case.
Well, that's the front of the bank, which really fucks up my whole theory, but whatever.
Too easy for you? Let's see if you can solve the second riddle.
Was that too easy for us?
2. Well, this level's easy too. Big news from the International Customs Department. Titania? That's racist. The Somali pirates have sent a spy named Franklin. I'm sorry, I didn't need to read that all the way. Franklin to the Titania. Titania is the boat. He will hijack the ship when it reaches the Bay of Bengal. There are currently 13 nautic miles. Nautic? nautical miles away from the bay. That's why Detective Thomas Hawks has been sent to investigate by helicopter. Okay, we're in a fucking helicopter. Let's see. You like this jazz?
No.
Okay. After investigating for a while, the detective found 3 most suspicious sailors. Hey, man.
It's him. He's gay.
What? Here are their statements. The first sailor is Matthew, 47 years old. Okay. I'm definitely not the spy because I have been working on this ship for 15 years. Okay.
That makes you more likely to be the spy.
The second sailor said Raymond, 28 years old. I can't be a spy. I'm too weak. I don't even know how to swim. But you're a sailor? Get the fuck out of here. That's a lie. Okay, he's sus. The last sailor is Steve, 19 years old. I started working here just 2 months ago, but I swear I'm not the spy. Hey, man. Y'all niggas sus.
It's definitely that guy.
After hearing their statement, the detective arrested the spy right away.
It's him.
The sailor? Or him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's the one who said he worked there for 15 years.
Oh, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be Matthew. I don't know, Raymond, you seem sus too if you can't swim, you're a fucking sailor.
That's super sus. I know it's not Steve.
But I think
for sure
it's Matthew. If
I
they both work here, and this is the only girl started for 15 years.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm willing to say Matthew. Raymond, I was right.
Damn.
I was right. How the fuck you a sailor but can't swim?
I agree with that, but...
Sus as fuck, bro. Dumb as fuck.
I agree, but if you've been there for 15 years, you know the ins and outs of that ship. That's all I'm saying. Bro, when is this nigga just gonna quit?
Who killed Frank? Oh, look at this nigga. This nigga look animated as fuck. On October 1st, Frank was going to turn 22. He had decided to throw a party for a few of his friends at his house. Both have big ass heads. All the friends met him at his house at 7 p.m.
Yaga.
While all of his friends were enjoying, Frank was found dead in his room by Anna. There we go, Anna. Not on, but Anna. Officer Daisy immediately rushed to the house for investigation. There we go. Let's find this bitch. Yeah, move the fuck back. We gotta clear out the body, ho. We got a 257. The police narrowed down the suspects to 3 people: Jack, Stan, and Anna. Anna seems frightened as fuck.
I got this nigga. This nigga lost.
Before Frank dies, he cleverly writes a note in codes and keeps it in his pocket. Leon. He carefully didn't write the name of the killer because he knows that the killer was smart enough to get rid of any evidence.
So he wrote it upside down.
6289.
Yep.
I don't think that's what that is. After Daisy analyzed the numbers written on the order of the note, reached up the decision about the murder.
Okay, wait. 6289.
I think
A, B, C, D.
That's what I was gonna do.
F.
I think it's Jack. Oh. Okay.
Wait, what was the first letter number?
I think it was 6.
A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, F, 8, wait, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, F, A, B, C, F, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, F, B, H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, F, B, H, I.
None of these niggas have any of that.
F, B, H, I. It could be like him trying to say what they're related to, though.
Mm-hmm.
F, B, H, I.
Let's go back and let's try to figure out some clues.
First, Frank was going to turn 22 years old. On October 1st, Frank was going to turn 22 years old. All the friends met him at his house at 7 o'clock. Frank was found dead in his room. Officer immediately rushed to the house for investigation.
I think I have an idea.
What does the 6 mean? 6.
Six, 2, 8, 9. I think I know what this is.
Six, 2, 8, 9.
I think it has something to do with the color. I think it's color coded. I don't know.
But what would 6 have to do with the color?
I'm counting how many, like red, right? Or like you count their shoes and their colors. So purple, 1, 2.
That's it though. Oh,
1, 2.
Oh, 1, 2. I think you're right.
I think it's color coded. So right, he has 2.
Purple shoes, green shoes, red
blue,
shoes.
1, 2.
Everything blue.
Red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. 1, 2,
right,
3,
so let's
4,
look for
5,
something that has
6.
6. Let's
right.
look for something that
Red
has
has 6.
Red has 6.
Red has 6. We have 1 balloon, 1.
Okay, let's start from the
chair.
head down then.
Okay, so the head for green.
Green.
1, 2. I think you count their thing too. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so he's
5.
out.
5.
5. 6 right here.
No, that's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. So he's out. Then we got his thing, which I'm assuming is red too.
Yeah.
It'll be 5.
No, you said red was 6, right?
Or red was 6.
So it's him.
6. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, I agree.
So I'm saying 6, 6. Maybe his eyes, his eye color is blue.
Well, how many are
1,
there?
2, 3. I need to write down this number. I don't know if there's a
6, 2.
Do you have a pen? Right here.
Pencil right here.
He said right here.
6, 2, 8,
9.
6, 2, 8, 9.
I think it's color coded.
Alright, so green. Let's count the green at the bottom. That would be the 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't think we count those.
So
we
6.
could. We could count them.
Well, if green is 9, let's see. 1, 2. Let's just go from the side of the screen up. 1. Do you see anything green?
No.
Green. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10.
9. It's either so green is either 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go G, 9, or 10. All right. Now next up, he has. Are we gonna do? So there's 4 numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we go shoe, shirt, eyes, hat.
Yeah.
Because she has shoe, shirt, eyes, hat.
Exactly.
All right. So he's.
But are her eyes brown or are they just like vacant?
I'm gonna count them as black, maybe.
If they're black, if these two are considered black, and we do have a 2, that means we're counting the pants as well. Because there's only 2 things in here that are only black.
Well, that would only count her eyes. You see what I mean? There's also only a couple things that are blue.
Well, that's even if her eyes are black. I don't know what the fuck her eyes are. So that means we won't be counting her. We won't be counting their eyes. We'll be counting either what's on their head, their hair color, which I think is their hair color. Because we have ones that match.
I would go hair color. So hat, hair color, eyes, shoes.
Yeah.
All right. So we know green, which is his shoes. So his shoes have 9, right? That fits the code. His shirt, no.
Yeah, shirt.
Shirt.
This
right,
is all
count
red.
that. We need that to be 8.
2,
1,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10, 11.
So it'd be
fucking no. See, I don't know.
Okay, let's do
Or
this.
maybe you just don't even count them. You just count the objects that are color coded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So red would be 6. For green, it would be 1,
Red
2.
Green would be 9 then.
Green, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think.
Wait, no, you said we don't count them, right?
Yeah, we don't. We don't count.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
6.
yeah, because it's color coded. Because green is head. He has green shoes. He has purple, so we count the purple. He has. I don't know if we count the blue
pants.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So let's do that. That's perfect. He has a green hat.
Mm-hmm.
There's green shit around. Brown. Is there any brown balloons?
No.
Okay, so hair's out. Eye color. Is there any brown balloons as eye color? We can still keep that on the table though, both hat and eye, or hair and eye color, because it could be 0 because these brown right here.
Exactly.
So shirt. There's red in the room.
Yep.
Blue. There's blue in the room, and purple. There's purple in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So we know for certain it's hat, shoes, shirt, and pants.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the next guy. We have a hat that's what?
Red and white.
Red? Would you say that's red or white?
I would say red because there's nothing else that's in here that's white. So I'm gonna call it red.
All right, so we can identify the hat. Can we identify the eyes?
Blue. We can identify the blue for sure.
Okay, what about the shirt? Can we identify the shirt?
I'm calling it red, so yeah.
Okay, what about the pants?
Yes and no. I'll just say no, or it's just 0.
Okay, what about the shoes?
Shoes for sure, which is 9.
All right, now let's go to the next girl. She doesn't even have a hat.
She doesn't.
What about a shirt?
Yeah, she has a shirt.
What about pants?
She has pants, and she has
shoes. But what about an eye color?
No.
So do you think it would be hat still? Because her hat would be 0.
I think it would be hair.
Hair?
Because we can match their hair at least.
All right, let's try it.
And then brown, it would either have to be this and that, or it would just be 0. But I don't think he would put.
No, there's a lot of brown though. Here. There's some brown.
But are we gonna count that? Yeah, I think we have to because of all of these too. These are color coded. This is obviously, I think, is obviously color coded.
Everything's color coded for some reason. I agree.
So I'm assuming just count everything that's color coded. Whoever matches.
Okay, so we'll do the first guy. So our thing is what? Hat?
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
I'm gonna say, well, we have to have 4 numbers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so we have hat as 1 number.
2.
So hair?
Yeah.
Hat, hair, what about shirt?
Yeah.
And then shoes?
Yeah. We could do pants just to say fuck it and put that in as like a wild card just in case.
Spelled shoe way wrong. And then you said pants?
Yeah, pants just for a wild card.
Alright. So let's see here. For the hat on Jack, we're gonna do Jack. And we're gonna do his 4 stats just down. And then A, and then A. So what we're going to do is we're going to count their hats. So the green, we've already...
1, 2. Yeah, we're counting. I think we said
9.
Well, recount. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting this as 1. 4, 5. I don't know if that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What'd you say you didn't know if it was 6?
The bottle?
That bottle's brown.
No, but the one like right on his ear.
That's like gray, like his shirt, like his pants.
Nigga, that's not gray. That's green. This?
Oh, that is green.
I'm not gonna count it. I'm not gonna count it. I think it can't be more than 9. If it's more than 9, then we count it. We miscounted.
Okay, so 9.
1, 2. But see, do we count the hat?
I would say no.
2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm counting that as 8. 8 for green.
8 for green.
Yeah.
So G. I'm gonna put G is 8.
And then his hair or his eyes is brown. So we can go 1, 2, 3. 3 for brown.
Brown is 3.
And then red is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But you're counting them.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Red is 9.
Red is 9.
And then blue is 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7.
7?
Yeah, I'm gonna count 7. Maybe 8. It's 8 because I forgot to count the cupcakes.
Okay.
So 8. And then
So
purple.
we have green, 8,
2, 3,
red,
4,
9, brown, 3.
Purple, I think, is 5.
Blue, 8. Purple, 5.
And then green.
We need a 6. We don't even have a 6 on the board.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is orange.
6 is orange?
6 is orange. Maybe 7, actually. I take that back.
Let me see where's the 7.
1, 2. If we're counting the packages, 3. I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that. I'm counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. Because that's a way darker orange. Fuck you, I'm not counting that hoe.
So we still don't have a 6. We have an 8 for green, a 9. So we have a 9 that has to be green. We have an 8 that no, green is 8. This has to be red. This has to be red. This has to be green. 2, we don't have a 2, and we need a 6.
I think 2 is this. I think 2 is their pants.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna count these for 2 because that's the only thing that's black and gray.
Okay, so what do we have that's gray? Do you see in the picture? We have this 10.
What?
This 10? That's gray.
We're not counting that.
So you want dead on color?
Dead on color. Like I don't want a dispute. Like maybe no. Like it's either
so
it is or not.
Black.
So I'm saying that these 2 are both 2s. I'm willing to just go on a limb and say that.
You're just gonna say both 2, black and gray.
Yeah, because that's the only thing we have that's 2. So I'm gonna put it on a limb and say that. Yellow with 1, 2, 3 for yellow. Let's see now.
So we have black or gray for 2, but we don't have a 6 still. Maybe we should recount red.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is pink, I would say.
5, 6. 1, 2.
What we got for red was 9.
That could be our 9. But
then now we don't have a 9.
I think what's P purple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What about that tarp?
6, yeah. That's the 6.
So you see purple 6?
Purple 6.
Okay, so the person has to be wearing purple, black or gray, green, and red. It's the first dude.
It's this bitch, you fucking faggot.
It's Jack. It has to be Jack.
Jack's bitch ass. It's Jack. I'm calling Jack. He's the only one. It has to be Jack. Fucking.
I would say it's Jack.
I'm calling Jack out. I'm calling Jack's bitch ass out. Ho. Looking at me with that fucking balloon in your hand. Kill yourself. Killed my nigga. You killed my nigga.
Whoa.
What? It was Sten? Wow! We put in so much work and that wasn't even it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You had to do, so it was 6-2, so you had to write it out.
Yes.
And then whichever the first letters of each of the words was his name. Sten, you son of a bitch. Damn, Tom almost fought. We just killed an innocent person.
Nah, bro, that was bullshit.
A man murdered his wife with a knife in their car. And nobody gets around to see this.
This is the last one in this stream.
Yeah. He throws her out of the car, being careful not to leave any fingerprints on her body. He drives off. He's a fucking savage. Next, he throws the knife off the cliff into a valley where it will never be found. He goes home. Yeah, you would have thought you would go home, bitch. Too bad you didn't know Jeremiah's a super sleuth, ho.
Same bitch.
An hour later, the police call to tell him that his wife has been murdered, and he needs to come to see the scene of the crime immediately. As soon as he arrived, he's arrested. I already know. Let's open and shut
They
case.
never told him the scene of the crime.
Yep. Open and shut case.
That pisses me off that we got this one wrong, though.
Why?
Because we did all that work. Look, we were like Rain Man. We were Rain Man.
I would say it was my
the
fault.
Fucked out of that
I'd
shit.
say it was my fault. Because it was just like I was like, the colors are just too much. Like, out of all these other ones, the colors are just too much.
Yeah, you did drive it towards color, but I agreed with it, so. Just as much my fault as it is yours.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I enjoyed that, though.
We should do more of them.
Yeah, we do. Right now?
Nah, later. I have to take a shower.
Alright, then. Thank you guys for watching JK Podcast. Or JK Podcast.
JK
Livestream. Number 3. Hope you guys enjoy it.
And hope we can actually do a JK Podcast soon.
Exactly.
Guys.
We should be back next week. Yeah. Maybe next week.
I actually have some really good shit, too.
Yeah, same. Alright, guys. See you guys on the next live stream.
Jalen, cut the feed.
Deuces.